So, listen, our prom's in 2 weeks, and I've been thinking about it. And Karen, you're the only girl I want to take. Oh, this is Linda? Oh, sorry. Karen was the one I called before you. I just forgot to cross her name out. Hello?
Shall I cancel the tuxedo?
Can't believe this. Half these girls would have gone with me. I just waited too long to ask.
What about this Gretchen?
Our last date didn't go too well. But she said she'd give me an answer today.
I think it's a no.
Mr. Belvedere?
Yeah?
I've been rooked.
Problem with your gardening?
I did a real good job, but the Andersons won't pay me.
Oh?
Well, it's not my fault their lawn caught fire.
I don't think the scorched earth policy was what they had in mind.
I'm never gonna make enough money to get a new bike.
Not with that attitude.
The thing is, I'm real good at getting jobs. I'm just no good at doing them.
Perhaps you should become a defense contractor.
Come on, Mr. Belvedere, what am I gonna do?
And the point is, Wesley, if you're smart enough to get the job in the first place, you should be smart enough to get it done.
Hi, Leslie. Hey, Miles. So, you wanna go do something? No, but I think you do. What do you guys think you're doing?
Huh?
The marriage counselor said you guys are supposed to relate, do more stuff together.
We are.
Yeah, we're ignoring each other.
Oh, real funny, Dad. You keep saying junk like that, and you and Mom are gonna separate like you did before.
No, look, honey,
Come on,
everything's
Mom.
fine.
It's a beautiful day. You're gonna go out and enjoy it together.
All right. Come on, Snookums. We'll be back in a couple hours.
Where are you going?
We have no idea.
Bye.
Oh, hi, Wendy.
I brought over the notes for our chemistry final.
Oh, great, thanks. I don't even know why I'm bothering with this junk. I was already accepted to Pitt.
Speaking of college, Stanford called. They want me too.
Oh, that's great.
But Wendy, California is so far away. Oh, please don't go.
Huh?
That's what you were supposed to say.
Hey, come on, I'm gonna miss you.
Look, I'm sorry. I shouldn't say things like that. It just makes things awkward.
It's okay.
So, got a date for the prom? Just kidding. No, I'm not. Do you?
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, look at all the money I got.
What was it? A Brinks job? Or did you knock off a convenience store?
Yeah, I mowed 4 lawns, cleaned out 2 garages, and pulled a tree stump out of the ground.
Well, you certainly look none the worse for wear.
Here, Miles.
Feeling better?
See all the money we made?
And you look as though you earned every penny of it.
Speaking of which, Miles, here's your share. $3? But I did all the work. Yeah, but I'm the one who got us the jobs. That's the hard part.
Wesley.
Hey, I'm just kidding. We split everything 50-50. Right, partner? Yeah. Partners. I'm home. Hey, I saw that Mom was reading and you were watching TV.
It's Love Boat.
Okay.
So, you want to go someplace or just sit in the garage like we did last time?
Yes, ma'am. We can handle that. I'll send someone over as soon as I can. Thank you, ma'am.
Another garage to clean out, Wesley?
Nah, cesspool. I'll just tell Miles it's like a hot tub.
Where do you get all these jobs?
Oh, I had these business cards made up, and I put them in everybody's mailbox, see?
W&M Limited. We'll do anything for money.
W&M. That's Wesley and Miles, get it?
Very clever.
The trouble is, I'm getting more work than Miles can handle. Unless he starts working nights.
You come up against the classic business problem, a labor shortage.
Oh, yeah?
The point is, you've got more jobs than you need. So find friends who need jobs.
Hey, I'm glad I thought of that.
Yeah.
Tony, I got some yard work. Betty, babysitting. Ray, I got a pool for you to clean. Hey, Walter, you know anything about stained glass repair? So fake it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Bye. 2 more jobs came in.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, some lady wants her dogs walked in. Mr. Ryan wants his lawn fertilized.
I think we can consolidate these. Thanks.
Boy, we sure did good today.
We'll do even better tomorrow.
Huh? Tomorrow's Sunday.
So,
So I thought we'd go mess around or something.
Miles, IBM didn't get where it got by messing around.
We gotta take a day off once in a while. There's more to life than making money.
Miles, I think we better talk.
Sure, Natasha, I know you were expelled, but that doesn't mean you can't go to the prom. No, I understand. Yeah, I wouldn't want you to violate your parole either.
Getting a little desperate, are we?
Forget it, there's nobody.
Hi, it's just me. I forgot my chemistry book. Don't worry, I know where it is.
Wendy looks rather radiant today.
Yeah, well, I think she's got high blood pressure.
Penny.
Hey, I know what you're thinking. I don't have a date. She doesn't have a date. She's going away to Stanford. I may never see her again, so why not, right? Get it?
Got it.
Good.
Oh, hey, Lindy. Listen, I've been thinking about what you said about going away to college.
Yeah?
So if you don't already have a date, I'd like you to go to the prom with me.
I'd love to.
Great.
Oh, and incidentally, I'm not going away to Stanford. I decided to go to Pitt, just like you.
Oops.
We're back.
Hey there.
Hi.
Are you a friend of Wesley's?
No, I'm one of his employees. But I've got dibs on the next job. So there.
Are you looking for work?
So what's going on? I thought Westman and Miles were just cutting grass.
It seems that W&M Limited have become a major conglomerate.
I hope they're not getting carried away.
Hey, I think it's a good idea. Teach the kid a little responsibility and show him how the real world operates.
It's nothing personal, Miles. It's just business. You understand, don't you?
Yeah, sure. I guess so. See ya.
What's with you and Miles, honey?
Nothing much. I just sort of squeezed him out. Yes, ma'am. I got it. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, Dwayne, here you go. Thanks. And do a good job this time. I don't want to hear any complaints.
So, what's the story, champ? I thought you and Miles were partners.
We were, but Miles just wouldn't cut out for the business world. He thinks too small.
But I thought you two were such good friends.
Hey, I bought him out fair and square. Besides, in business, you can't let personal feelings interfere with the best interests of the company.
Oh?
Now that Miles is out, that's me.
Wesley Cohold, please. Wesley Cohold, please. Wesley Cohold, please.
Wesley, I thought I told you to take out the garbage.
I'm trying to find somebody. Leslie, I'm gonna kill you, you capitalist pig.
What happened?
I've been babysitting for The Simpsons for 3 years, and all of a sudden, they say they don't need me anymore. They found a cheaper sitter from Wesley Co.
Sorry, Heather, I gave you a chance to come aboard.
Hey, I'm not giving you half my money.
Well, that's too bad, because nothing gets done in this neighborhood unless it goes through me.
Yes, and that includes taking out the garbage. So move it.
All right, all right. Boy, I bet J. Paul Getty never had to do stuff like this.
It's okay, it's just me.
Oh, good.
Yes, I'll tell him you've called. Oh, wait, he just walked in. Kevin, it's Linda.
Really? Hi, it's me. What do you mean, what am I doing for the prom? I thought you already had a date. He's got hepatitis, really? That's terrific. Actually, I just remembered. I sort of told somebody else I'd go with them. But let me get back to you. Come on, Mr. Belvedere. I think Wendy would understand. I mean, we're just going as friends anyway. And I don't even think she cares that much about going to the prom.
Hi, hope I'm not too early.
Wendy, it's 4 o'clock.
I'm sorry. I'll go wait in the car. Is that mine? Thanks.
Yeah.
Mr. Belvedere to see you.
Send him in.
Thank you for seeing me without an appointment.
Gold's up. You caught me in a good mood.
I'm so glad.
So, what can I do for you?
Well, Wesley, pardon me for asking, but haven't you made enough money to buy that bicycle yet?
I don't want a bike anymore. I'm thinking about a Mercedes.
Well, of course, it's very nice to have a lot of money, but aren't you losing sight of some of the more important things of life?
Oh, yeah? Like what?
Oh, such as friendship, loyalty, simple common decency.
Look, I'm sorry about Miles and Heather, but there's nothing I can do.
And what about your employees? I think they might appreciate shorter hours and more pay.
Have they been griping again?
Wesley.
If it weren't for me, they wouldn't even have a job. They'd be back hanging around the playground like a bunch of bums.
No, Wesley, like a bunch of kids.
Yeah, well, I'm through with all that kid stuff. Right now, it's just cutting grass and walking dogs. But pretty soon, it's going to be vending machines and fast food and miniature golf and a casino.
And then what? Extortion and racketeering?
I think this conversation is over. Security.
You're a pretty good dancer.
What I lack in metabolism, I more than make up in rhythm.
Listen, I'm not too good at this slow stuff. You want to get some punch?
Oh, you go ahead. I've got to go powder my nose. Hi, Kevin.
Oh, Linda, hi. I thought your date was sick.
Yeah, I came with my brother.
Oh,
So I hear you brought Wendy.
yeah.
Oh, you're always being sweet like that, aren't you?
Do you want some punch?
I'd rather dance.
Oh, sure.
Thank you for the dance.
Sure. So, Wendy, you ready for that punch now?
Sure.
Great.
So, you and Thumbelina have a nice dance?
Hey, she asked me, okay?
Funny, I thought you weren't any good at slow dancing. What happened? You go to Arthur Murray while I was in the bathroom?
Hey, I don't know what the big deal is. It was just a dance.
No. With me, it's just a dance. With her, it's the last tango in Paris.
Oh, come on, give me a break, all right?
Why did you just admit it? You wish you'd come with her.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I could have.
Huh?
She asked me to take her, but I told her I was already going with you.
You mean had to go with me. Well, I'm sorry for ruining your wonderful evening. Take me home. Aren't you driving a little fast?
You said you wanted to get home? I'm getting you home.
Look, if you just slow down a little, I'll be happy to jump out. Then you can go back to your precious Linda.
Hey, I'm not going back to the prom, all right?
Fine, I'll just sit here and be quiet.
Fine. There's some Kleenex in the glove compartment.
I don't need a Kleenex. I need a donut. I eat when I get upset.
Just hang on. I think there's an all-night bakery coming up.
What happened? Why are we stopping?
Oh, this is great. We're out of gas.
That old trick. I know. So now what?
I don't know.
Well, I suppose I could get out and push.
Look, I'll just go back to that gas station. It's closed, but there must be a payphone.
Sure.
Now what's wrong?
Nothing. It's just that you wouldn't be in such a big hurry to leave if it was Linda sitting here.
Oh, Wendy, please.
You know, I must have pictured this night in my head 100 times, and it always ended up just like this. Except I wasn't crying and you ran out of gas on purpose.
Come on.
I'm sorry. I always get carried away thinking you might actually like me a little.
I do.
No, you don't.
I do. I like you a lot.
Yeah, because I'm someone who takes good chemistry notes.
That's not true. I like being with you. You're smart and funny. If I didn't mention it before, you look real pretty tonight.
You're right, I do. I don't know, Kevin. This might be all wrong. But what the hell?
Hey, somebody want to answer that? Wesley Cole? Huh? What do you mean nobody showed up? Somebody should have been there an hour ago. I'll send somebody over as soon as I can. Wesley Cole? I'm sorry, maybe your line got lost in our computer. I'll get back to you.
Problem, boss?
What's going on? Nobody's showing up for work.
I believe it's called a walkout.
Huh?
It is a common technique used by labor when they feel exploited by management. Especially when management is a snotty little 10-year-old.
I mean, everybody's on strike against me? But they're just a bunch of stupid kids. Where'd they get an idea like that?
Nothing personal, Wesley. Just business.
Wesley Cole, hold, please.
Wesley, if you like, I could make some hot chocolate.
I'm ruined.
Yes, I was noticing that.
First everybody went on strike. Now they're all working for themselves, and I'm back to being a nobody.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, I guess I had it coming.
Of course you did. I'll go make that hot chocolate.
Hey, Wesley. What are you doing here? You come to gloat?
No, I came to show you my new bike. I bought it with the money you gave me after you squeezed me out.
You know, that's great, Miles, but I still got a lot of jobs to finish, and I'm the only one left to do them.
Oh. You want some help?
Why would you want to help me? The way I treated you? I've been a lousy, no-good, low-down, stinking rat.
That's true. But you're still my best friend.
I am? Thanks.
So you want to see my new bike now?
You bet. You're gonna let me borrow it, aren't you?
Hi.
Oh, hi, Wendy.
Mr. Belvedere told me you were out here.
Yeah, just doing some yard work.
Anyway, I found these books you loaned me, and I wanted to return them before I forgot.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, and here's your bow tie, in case you were looking for it. I found it this morning in my shoe.
Yeah, I wondered where that went. Wendy. Listen, about what happened last night.
I'm going to Stanford.
Huh?
I changed my mind. I'm not going to Pitt.
Oh.
Forget it, Kevin. It's over. I mean, we had a few laughs, we had a few tears, but it's time for both of us to move on.
Okay, if that's what you want.
Sorry, but you know me, old love 'em and leave 'em Wendy. I'm just little Miss Heartbreaker. We're never gonna be anything but just friends, are we, Kevin?
No. But you can't say we didn't try.
Why? I gotta get going. If I'm moving to California, I gotta start working on my tan.
You know, I really am gonna miss you.
That's okay. Whatever happens, we'll always have Route 19.
Oh, real funny, guys. You want to keep joking around, go ahead, but don't blame me when you wind up in divorce court.
Did you hear something?
Things are back to normal in the Owens household. George and Marcia are lovers, Kevin and Wendy are friends, and Wesley's back to being whatever the hell he is. I'm still not sure. Speaking of free enterprise, I've often thought of going into business myself. My only problem is I'm not quite sure what to sell. My advice or my chocolate chip cookies? I've been told both are worth their weight in gold. At least my advice isn't fattening.
So they can watch what may be television's last grand miniseries, War and Remembrance, starting Sunday at 8, 7.
Anyways, I get all my weekends off, holidays too. I don't do windows, I don't scrub floors, and I ain't fixing to do no sewing or mending or patching.
What exactly do you do?
Well, I tell you, I don't mind shooting varmints, and I'll cook 'em up for you. You ain't lived till you've had my possum surprise.
I think she's smoking it.
Mrs. Depperschmidt, tell me, have you ever had any experience around, well, you know, people?
Well, I worked 2 years at a home for the criminally insane.
That should come in handy with him.
Anyway, Mrs. Depperschmidt, thank you so much for stopping by. We'll be in touch.
Don't you reckon I ought to leave a picture so that you folks will remember just which one I was?
I don't think that'll be a problem.
Suit yourself.
I take it that Mammy Yoakum didn't quite fit the bill?
Gee, I don't know. I kind of liked her. Of course, I was always a sucker for a babe with a pipe.
Don't worry, Mr. Belvedere. We'll find somebody.
Hey, what are you apologizing to him for?
George.
I mean, who the hell ever heard of hiring a housekeeper to take care of your housekeeper?
Well, it certainly wasn't my fault that somebody left their skateboard on the stairs.
Well, I just left it there for a minute.
You know there's some lady on our front lawn skinning a squirrel?
Perhaps it was a snack for the bus ride home.
So you guys find anybody good yet? You've been seeing people all day.
No, not really, honey.
Oh, I don't know. I kind of like that Swedish lady that wasn't wearing any underwear.
What?
Your dad's the one that pointed it out.
Well, I guess this just goes to show you're a pretty tough guy to replace.
Well, I knew you'd realize someday there was only one Mr. Belvedere.
Is this the Owens residence?
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Jolly good. In that case, I am your new housekeeper.
What?
I'm Mr. Belvedere.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rival, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live a good life yet.
Excuse me, but did you say your name is Belvedere?
Yes, Galen Belvedere.
Oh, and do you two know each other?
Yes, we're cousins.
Looks like the family only comes in 2 sizes.
Mr. Belvedere, you never told us you had a cousin.
Well, we haven't seen each other for a little while.
No, 20 years to be exact, eh, cuz? Last time I heard you were rambling round Rangoon. Something to do with the elephant roundup.
Yes, well, the last I heard of you, dear cousin, you were leaning against a fire hydrant somewhere other than Pittsburgh.
Well, you know how it is with us Belvederes. In 1 minute it's Kuala Lumpur, the next minute Steeltown, USA.
Wow, and now you both are together after all these years. What any coincidence.
Yes. A small world.
It is with you in it.
Hey, this is great. Now we've got 2 Mr. Belvederes, and they're both snotty.
Yeah, lucky us.
I take it, Mrs. Owens, that the position of temporary housekeeper is still open.
Well,
Actually, the position has already been filled.
It has?
Well, I thought Mrs. Defferschmidt had impeccable qualifications.
Huh? Like what?
Well, I thought she looked very nice in burlap.
Well, that's all right, Cousin Lynn. I understand. I'm sorry to have troubled you.
Hey, wait. You're not going to just throw your own cousin out on the street, are you?
Absolutely. Ta-ta! Mind the curb.
Belvedere, I'm surprised at you.
Don't be upset with my cousin, Mrs. Owens. He only has your best interests at heart. I'm afraid Lynn knows me for what I really am. An obstinate, opinionated, know-it-all snob.
Gee, that'd be a switch.
Don't be ridiculous, Galen. You're not going anywhere. You're going to stay here and take care of us and get reacquainted with your cousin, and I don't want to hear another word.
Not even help?
We English do enjoy a good cup of tea, don't we?
Yes, almost as much as we enjoy a good mystery. Speaking of which, what the hell are you doing at Beaver Falls?
Why, what on earth do you mean?
Oh, come now, Galen. It was no accident. You just popping up like this, so out with it.
All right. I'll tell you, but it has to be our little secret. Agreed?
Agreed.
I came here to kill you. I gotcha.
Galen, I swear.
I haven't gotten you that good since Lord Wilfrid's 10th birthday party. Do you remember when I made you snort chocolate milk through your nose?
It wasn't chocolate milk, you demented little rugrat. It was hot scalding cocoa.
We did used to have some good laughs, though, didn't we?
Yes, usually at my expense.
Oh, I'm not so sure. What about the time I woke up and found you'd mailed me to Glasgow?
I don't know why you were so upset. I sent you first class.
Come on, Mr. Belvedere, time for your afternoon walk.
I'm coming.
Boy, it sounds like you guys are really getting along.
Oh, don't you be deceived, Heather. We still loathe and despise each other. It's just that sometimes he absolutely slays me.
Well, that's why I'm here.
That's it. I've had it with her. It's Becky's birthday, right? And I've been racking my brain for weeks trying to think of something really great to get her. And then it hits me. She loves to bowl. Perfect. So I get her this, and what does she do? She heaves it at me. Says it's unromantic. Now, does this look unromantic to you?
You obviously felt this gift was novel and somewhat endearing, while she was probably hoping for something more personal and sensitive. I certainly wouldn't let my pride get in the way. Perhaps a dozen red roses stuck in the finger holes here might work wonders in softening your fair lady's heart.
Hey, that's great. Who the hell are you, anyway?
I'm Mr. Belvedere.
Oh. Boy, that diet must really be working.
Good morning, Galen.
Good morning, Cousin Lynn.
I trust you slept well in the drawer Mrs. Owens prepared for you.
Well, not really. It was your underwear drawer. I woke up in a pair of your boxer shorts, thought I was at a lawn party.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, what's that smell?
This is breakfast. We have English bangers, Irish oats, and Scotch eggs. I call it my Empire Strikes Back buffet.
You're wasting your time, Galen. The Owensism or the Pop-Tart mentality.
Well, that's because it's the only stuff you eat.
Yeah, big guy. You haven't made us a hot breakfast in a month.
Well, I have been under the weather.
Oh, no. We're under the weather. You're blocking it.
If you'll excuse me, I'll be in my room.
How are you going to get there? Freight elevator?
This fun is contagious, isn't it?
Hello, I'm Mr. Belvedere. I woke up in your underwear drawer. We're under the weather. You're blocking it.
Evening, Cousin Lynn. I made you some nice hot chocolate.
No, thank you. My nose isn't thirsty.
I don't blame you for being upset with me, cousin. Just a bitter bunion on the backside of humanity, that's what I am. I'll leave you alone.
Are there marshmallows in it?
The little pretty pink and green ones, just like we used to have as children. Remember?
How could I forget?
Here we go, then.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I brought you something else, too.
Mrs. Higginbottom's bedtime tales. I remember Grandma Georgina used to read them to us both.
I'll read one to you if you like.
Oh, would you?
Let's see if we can find a good one, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
Here we are. The Giant and Jeremy Crumb.
That's funny. I don't remember that one.
Oh, you will. Once upon a time, there was a tiny little man named Jeremy Crumb who lived in a pumpkin shell. Jeremy worked very hard at the thimble factory, but when he came home at night, he was very sad, for he had no true love to call his own. Then one day, Jeremy met the fair maiden Jane. Jane was tall and beautiful with hair like spun gold, and she loved little Jeremy even though he only came up to her tuchus. Then the big fat giant from the land of lard showed up. He made jokes about little Jeremy, and Jane laughed and left him and married a Harlem Globetrotter instead. Then little Jeremy swore revenge against the big, fat, flatulent giant. And now that he's found him, he's going to carve him up into little bite-sized pieces and feed him to the bloody crows. Just as soon as your cast comes off, cousin, it's you and me at sunrise. I challenge you to a duel. And by the way, I hope you enjoy your cocoa. I put a laxative in it.
Good morning.
Hey, honey.
Morning, Mrs. Owens. Can I get you some breakfast?
Oh, no, thanks. I'm in kind of a rush today. I have a job interview.
Hey, that's great, Mom.
Oh, yeah, Marsh? What is it? A new law firm.
No, actually, I'm going to try out to be a Pennsylvania mushroom.
What?
Well, it's sort of like a California raisin, only it's a little more fungusy.
Oh, what are you going to do, Marsh? Lie down on a big pizza?
Dad, do you think Mom's getting enough oxygen?
I wouldn't be too concerned. Some people just take a little longer to find themselves than others, but when they do, they approach life with a whole new sense of vigor and enthusiasm. Morning, Cousin Lynn. Breakfast.
I'm not hungry.
Oh, come on now. I made your favorite. Fried oysters and potatoes.
Oh, yes. A Hangtown fry. Very amusing, you twisted little troll.
Hey, what's the matter, big guy? You seem a little edgy this morning.
It's nothing. I'm fine.
Well, your legs sure must be getting better. I must have heard you clump into the bathroom 500 times last night.
Yes, well, my new Reader's Digest came in yesterday. Besides that, my legs all swelled up again, so there.
Now, come on, guys. We're going to be late for school.
Yeah, take it easy, Mr. Belvedere.
Yeah, big guy, don't let things get you down.
And remember what they say, cousin, today is the last day of the rest of your life.
No, that's not it. You mean today's the first day of the rest of your life.
Oh, yes. My mistake.
He'll kill me. He'll kill me now. He'll kill me.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere. You know that idea you gave me yesterday about the flowers and the bowling ball and stuff? Well, I did it, and it worked great. Becky went absolutely nuts. Hey, you're big again.
We're home.
I see that.
It was great, Mr. Belvedere. Galen picked me up from school, and we went to this neat medieval surplus store. Look at all the stuff we got. We got these neat dueling pistols, some swords, some ninja Death Stars. We even almost got a flamethrower.
Unfortunately, they didn't have a pair.
What a pity. I was beginning to feel a chill.
Come on, Galen. Let's go out and try out the crossbow. Galen said he can shoot the wings off a fly at 200 yards.
Just imagine what I could do with a larger target.
And just think what I could do with a can of Raid, you rancid little witch. Take that, you cretinous carbuncle, and that.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, what are you doing out here? What happened to your cast?
I took it off.
But your leg isn't better yet.
Well, it's not perfect, but it'll do.
Huh? Do what?
Wesley, tomorrow morning at sunrise, my cousin Galen and I are going to have a duel. A duel to the death.
Ah, come on. You expect me to believe that?
Not really. Good night.
Hey, you're not kidding, are you? You guys are really gonna do it.
I'm afraid my cousin's convinced that I slighted him some years ago, and now he demands satisfaction.
But you can't fight Galen. He's better than you. I mean, he's little and fast, and you're big and... not so fast.
Be that as it may, Wesley, I am an Englishman, and I prefer death before dishonor.
Yeah, but you...
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to try and figure out this thing.
Here,
What on earth's this?
a bus ticket.
Oh, my. All the way to Akron.
I would have sent you farther, but American Express called in my card.
Don't worry, Wesley. I'll be gone soon enough.
Yeah, as soon as you blow a few holes in Mr. Belvedere.
Well, the choice of weapons is his. I'm merely getting them ready.
Hey, I mean it. I don't want you hurting him.
I'm sorry, Wesley. There's nothing I can do. Once certain events are set in motion, they become unalterable. You cannot reverse them. I'm talking about man's destiny and the forces of the universe.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that. The forces of the universe haven't been up against Wesley T. Owens. Hey, George, guess what? I got the job. So, how do I look?
Like a mushroom.
You really think so? Only trouble is my stem is so tight I feel like I'm wearing a straitjacket.
Maybe you better get used to it.
Oh, congratulations. Mrs. Owens, I'm sure you'll be a fungus Pennsylvania can be proud of.
Thank you, Galen.
Hey, what's with the monkey suit, little guy? Looks like you're going to a funeral.
That certainly is a possibility. Mr. and Mrs. Owens, I must apologize. There may be some unpleasantness this morning, but rest assured, as soon as it's over with, I'll be on my way.
Galen Belvedere, I assume your challenge.
What?
Oh, I get it. It's funny outfit day.
Just a minute, you tin-plated teeny bopper. You can't accept my challenge.
Oh, yeah? That's not what it says here.
Miss Manners' Guide to Combat Etiquette.
It says right there on page 57, in the event the primary opponent becomes ill or incapacitated, his duly appointed second may replace him on the field of honor.
Wait a minute, he's not incapacitated. He told me his leg was fine.
Come on, Mr. Belvedere, just a few more steps.
Oh, Heather, easy. I think something may be broken.
Malingerer, big faker. You're even limping on the wrong leg.
Uh-oh.
Yes, Wesley. Perhaps you could explain the Louisville slugger imprint on my left shin.
Will you please tell me what's going on?
It's Galen. He never really wanted to be our housekeeper. He just came to kill Mr. Belvedere.
What?
In a fair fight, of course. We were going to have a duel earlier this morning.
That was before Vlad the Impaler came along and took me out of the lineup.
But this is ridiculous. I will not have two grown men dueling to the death on my carpet.
Tough talk from a toadstool.
Mrs. Owens, we promised to limit the bloodletting to the patio.
We were going to do it on the grass, but we thought Galen might get lost in it.
I'd rather get lost in it than graze in it. Water buffalo.
Shrimp boat.
Tubby the tuber.
Piccolo Pete. Hey, guys.
You see, it's idiotic jokes like that poisoned the mind of my fiancée and turned her against me.
Fiancé? What fiancé?
This fiancée here.
You were engaged to Gail Storm?
Gail Storm, that's Gwendolyn Fitzmaurice.
Fitzy, that's not Fitzy. Fitzy had red hair.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
No, you're thinking of Wanda Grigsby. She had red hair.
Oh, Wanda had no hair, you little twit. She lost it at that Thresher demonstration, remember?
Oh, yes. But all I know is I was going to marry somebody, and then you waddled over and ruined the whole thing.
When?
At the Guy Fawkes dance.
You mean that grog-guzzling fiasco way back in '63?
So you do remember.
I remember pulling off Lady Ashley's leg.
I was just asking her to marry me.
Oh, really? You told me you were climbing for coconuts.
Whoops. You mean I almost got killed over some babe you guys can't even remember?
Yes, and I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's not the point.
It's not.
No, all my life this man's been insulting me, belittling me, treating me like some kind of freak. I demand satisfaction.
Very well, Galen. If you insist upon this madness, I'll do my best to accommodate you.
Fine.
But before we draw a bead on one another, I think you should know that it was never your size that inspired my insults, but your stature.
What?
You are the most aggravating person I know. Achievement for achievement, exploit for exploit, insult for insult. You have managed to one-up me my whole damn life, and it makes me so mad I could spit. Oh, sorry.
And all this time I thought it was because I was little.
Galen, you're the biggest pain I know.
So does this mean you guys are calling the duel off?
Are you kidding? I wouldn't miss this for the world.
I'm still confused.
Just play.
On my mark. 1, 2, 3. Turn and fire.
Well, Cousin Lynn, I'll be off now.
So soon? The family will be sorry they missed you.
Oh, I'm not so sure. I think they're pretty happy with the Belvedere they've got.
And where are you off to now? The road to Mandalay? Timbuktu?
Akron, actually. Someone was kind enough to give me a ticket. I hear it's the bowling capital of the world.
Yes. Perhaps you could get a job there as a pin.
Well, I'll be going. Needn't see me to the door.
I won't have to see you at all after tonight.
Cousin, all differences aside, if ever you should feel like returning to England, there'll always be a place for you at Belvedere Castle.
I appreciate that, Galen. Truly.
Just give me 2 weeks' notice. I'll have the drawbridge reinforced. Doodly-pip.
At any rate, all's quiet on the home front, now that my impish cousin Galen is gone. I never thought I'd say it, but I almost miss the little twit. It's always so nice spending time with your family, even if they are out to kill you. Anyway, I shouldn't be too depressed. After all, I still have Wesley.
I may not have the insult, but I'll always have the injury.
Critic Tom Shale says it's tremendous television. We may never see anything like it again. It's War and Remembrance, continuing Sunday at 9, 8 Central and Mountain on ABC.
Wendy pulls a fast one on her father. A fake boyfriend stands in for the 10 of us.
I don't think that's appropriate schoolwear.
Mom, it's totally fresh.
Fresh, it's 20 years old.
Mom, fresh means it's better than rad.
I just don't think you should wear it to school.
But it's 60s Day and I want to be the grooviest looking bird on campus.
Oh, Heather, it's just so revealing. And I won't have any daughter of mine prancing around in something she can't even bend over in.
Morning.
Hi.
Hey, Marsh, isn't that the dress you used to wear with no underwear? Hey, Wes, what you doing?
Homework.
Hey, these are women's magazines.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking for a recipe. We have to bring one in for home ec class.
Home economics? I thought you were taking wood shop.
Well, I wanted to, but the school board voted that I can't use power tools.
You don't belong in home ec. You're a guy.
So's Mr. Belvedere.
I love the smell of laundry in the morning.
Hey, what kind of example are you setting for the kid?
The same you should be setting for Kevin. Even though he's moved to his own apartment, I still have to do his wash.
What the hell is this?
He wants a pair of Kevin's undershorts.
Looks like Kev had a pretty hot day.
What's that kid doing over there anyway?
Come on, Glenn. Give me a break, will you? This is my last pair, you clothes-sucking furball. Glenn cannot be helping it. He's on a high-fiber diet.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cared when you drop-kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared, but sometimes things get turned around and no one spared. All hands look out below. There's a change in the status quo. Gonna need all the help that we can get. According to our new arrival, life is more than mere survival. We just might live the good life yet.
I can't stand it anymore.
Try dusting the same table for 5 years.
I just can't live with Glenn.
I thought your new roommate's name was Anatole.
It is. Glenn's his goat.
You said your apartment didn't allow pets.
Anatole got off in a technicality. Claimed Glenn was a relative.
Frankly, Kevin, you smell like you hosted a family reunion.
Come on, it's not that bad.
Gee, what stinks? Hi, Kev.
Hi, Dad. Well, I gotta go. I gotta get down to Chetwynd's plumbing supply.
Oh, yeah? If you're shopping for a new shower head, be sure to use it.
No, it's for my business course. See, we have to observe a real business and see how it works.
Yeah, well, couldn't you observe something a little flashier, like a Ferrari dealership?
I was late to class the day they gave out the assignments. It was either a plumbing warehouse or prisoner delousing. Anyway, I gotta borrow the plunger.
Oh, it's under the sink. Be sure and put it back. Wesley needs it for the Christmas pageant. He wrote his own part this year.
Hey, Ralph, when you're through there, I got a new shipment of copper pipe. Needs to be unpacked.
You got it, boss.
This is the warehouse, Owens. The elbow joint, you might say, the whole company.
Elbow joint. Got it.
Casey.
Hey, Tony! We're paying you by the hour, not the cigarettes.
Hey, Casey.
What do you need, Mr. Palmer?
Casey O'Connell, Kevin Owens. Hi. Casey's our warehouse foreman.
Ah, great. It's about time I got some help. Give Tony a hand with the urinals.
Oh, Kevin isn't here to work. He's from the college. He's here to observe.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so be nice to him, and maybe he'll come back and run the place for us when he graduates.
So, what exactly do you do?
I work.
Ah, great. Oh, Miss O'Connell, faucet is spelled with a U, not a W.
Look, college boy, let's get a few things straight. This may be playtime for you, but this is my job. I don't work, I don't eat.
Hey, I do understand the concept of work.
Good. Then you can just sit right over there and watch some.
Fine.
You ever build a birdhouse, Belvedere?
No. That's what nests are for.
Is Wesley back yet?
I haven't seen him.
I'm sure wherever he is, someone is regretting it.
He went to the supermarket. It's part of his home economics class. He's trying to see how far he can stretch a dollar.
I think the lad's in for a rude awakening.
We're back.
What'd you do, Wes? Rob the store?
No, I used coupons.
It took us like an hour to check out. The lady behind us went into labor.
Anyway, Mom, here's your change.
Thank you. $35. I only gave you a 20.
Yeah, I know. See, I only bought things that were on sale, and I had a whole bunch of double coupons, and I went to the store on triple coupon day. They came out owing me money.
Hey, that's great, champ. Why can't you do that, Belvedere?
I could, George, but we'd only end up with a lot of things we don't want or couldn't use.
Not necessarily.
Ho-hos. You bought me ho-hos?
Yep, 12 cartons.
What the hell's going on here? Come on, guys, get your butts back to work.
Morning.
Uh-huh.
I, got you this.
Yeah?
Well, you know, you and I, we kind of got off on the wrong foot, and I wanted you to know I was an okay kind of guy, and so are you.
Okay.
Aren't you going to open it? It's a coffee cup.
Yeah, I see.
Oh, sorry I left the seat up.
Casey, to the loading dock. Casey, to the loading dock.
Casey. I get it. Warehouse, Owen speaking. Yeah, sure, I can take an order. What do you need? 400 sump pumps. Hey, no problem. We'll ship them right out. You want them gift wrapped? Okay.
What was that all about?
Oh, I just moved 400 sump pumps.
From where to where?
Well, from us to Septic City. If we get them there by 5 o'clock, they'll even waive the volume discount.
Great. There's only one little problem. We don't have any pumps, sump or otherwise. We're back ordered till January.
Oh.
Yeah, so now I have to go back to Septic City and try to clean up your stupid mess, all because you just wanted to play plumber's helper.
Hey, I made a mistake, all right? You don't have to jump down my throat.
Why not? They're going to be jumping down mine.
Look, I'm sorry. I mean, what can I say?
Nothing. You don't have to say a thing, so why don't you just go and
sit over there.
Fat. 328 milligrams. Yeah, sodium. 74 milligrams. Overcooked veggies. Nutritional value, Zipola. I'm sorry, Mr. Belvedere, but I'm gonna have to write you up.
What are you supposed to be? The food police?
No, I'm just going by the Surgeon General's guidelines. Frankly, for this meal, you'd get the chair.
Now, just a minute. Let me remind you that I've cooked for everyone, from Gandhi to Winston Churchill.
Yeah, and they're all dead. Well, at least one thing's edible.
Your sister will be delighted to hear that. She's tie-dyeing a T-shirt.
Go fish.
Please, to be stopping that. You're stinking up whole joint.
No, he is sticking up whole joints.
I am not talking to you until you come down off your low horse.
Reeks. My apartment reeks.
Your apartment?
Yeah.
Is 50-50 split.
Ah, see, now you're getting it. I want your 50 to split.
No way, Habib. Glenn likes it here.
Glenn does not get a vote.
Oh, this is a fine how do you do it. I plan big party and you want us out.
What party?
Oh, it's big blow-up for all foreign exchange students.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. It's Rimsky-Korsakov's birthday.
Hey, I don't care whose corset Rimsky ripped off. I want you and that car-carrying stink bomb out of here.
Don't hold your nose.
And while we're at it, I thought you said you were going to keep that bearded trash compactor out of my room.
I say a lot of things.
Yeah, well, I take enough abuse at work from hard-hatted Hannah. I don't need to come home to hoof jam on my bedspread. Yeah.
You guys want to keep it down in there?
What are you doing here?
I live here.
What? Since when?
This morning.
All right, let me get this straight. You actually live here?
Mm-hmm. Right next door.
Oh, that's great. No, really, that's terrific. I mean, there must be 1,000 other buildings you could have moved into. Why'd you have to move here?
I didn't see a sign with your name on it. Although I should have recognized your smell.
Hey, it's not my smell. It's the goats.
You're roasting one?
I live with one.
Oh, so that's what you college clowns are into these days.
You know, you really have a big problem.
Yeah? Well, at least I'm paying my own way.
And what is that supposed to mean?
You go to college full-time and can afford this place. You don't need a PhD to figure out Mommy and Daddy are footing the bills.
Well, you know, they help a little, but I do the rest. You're acting like I'm privileged or something.
Master Kevin. Your laundry. Chef Wesley has informed me that dinner will be delayed.
Oh. No, look, I think it's a wonderful idea. When he's older, he'll be glad he can cook for himself.
That's assuming they allow him a hot plate in his cell.
What's he making, anyway?
He wouldn't let me see. My best guess is he's boiling fish sticks.
I say it's 50-50. We all end up with botulism.
Yeah, though your brother's working
working very hard on this meal.
Your mother's quite right. So just spit it in your napkin and I'll whip up something later.
Ladies and gentlemen, and you too, Heather, dinner is served.
You okay, big guy? You left before dessert.
What was it?
Oh, he called it something French. But it had all kinds of chocolate, strawberry sauce, and lots of fluffy whipped cream. It was pretty good.
Yes, well, I wasn't hungry.
Oh, is that why there's 4 empty boxes of Ho-Hos on the ground?
It grieves me to say this, but I think I'm jealous of Wesley.
Why?
It's my own fault. I've grown complacent.
Hey, you're big boned. You can get away with it.
George, I mean I've grown lazy in the kitchen.
Big guy, you're just in a slump. You got to get a bigger lead off first.
George.
And keep your cleats up when you go into your slide.
George, I really
try to keep the dirt out of your mouth when you dive for home.
George, I don't know when I've been so moved.
Okay, pal. Just remember, don't let yourself get psyched out before you step up to the plate. The dinner plate, I mean.
You're right, George. That's exactly what I've been doing. I've let that pint-sized Wolfgang Puck scare me out of my own kitchen.
Hey, where are you going?
To hit a home run. Over there. Young Owens,
Yeah?
this kitchen isn't big enough for the both of us.
It isn't big enough for the both of you.
I demand satisfaction.
Huh?
I challenge you to a cook-off.
I don't smell smoke.
Excuse me?
You were banging on my wall, pal. This place better be on fire.
Hey, your music's too loud.
It's heavy metal. It's supposed to be.
Come on, Casey, will you cut me some slack? I've got 2 tests tomorrow. My jerk of a roommate finally took his stupid goat to the drive-in, and now I have to go head-to-head with the Wicked Witch of the plumbing world.
What's the matter? Are you afraid you might flunk out and have to work for a living?
Come on, Casey, I go to school all day. When I come home, I have to study.
Come on, Kevy. I work all day. When I come home, I need to relax.
Okay. Now, I have tried to be nice. But frankly, boss, you are crowding me.
Well, now you know how I feel at work.
Owen, I want to talk to you.
I'm standing right here.
Was this your stupid idea?
Uh-huh. Sure.
Why didn't you run it by me first?
Well, there wasn't time.
Thanks.
Owens, I don't mind telling you, I thought this was pretty crazy when you came up with it. But by golly, it's beautiful. It's sort of like the Ice Capades.
Mr. Palmer, we're not really going to keep doing this, are we?
Are you kidding? The orders keep flying out of here.
Owens, I'm going to get you for this.
it's all. This is a straw that broke the camel's back.
Oh, relax, Kevin. There are no camels here. Not like I can horses.
Listen, I want you, your friends, and their barnyard buddies out of here.
Loosen up, Rumi. We're having a party.
Yeah. I don't give a Hungarian zitherpick what you're having. You're gone.
No.
What did you say?
I said no. You're going to have to make me, homeboy.
No problem. Ouch. Okay, who's next? Come on. That's right.
You are stinking American pigskin.
I'll go along with that stinking part.
What happened to you?
Oh, well, thanks to your little roller skating scheme, I fell and broke my ankle.
Look, I'm sorry.
Not as sorry as I am. I'm going to be out of work for 8 weeks. How am I supposed to pay my rent on workman's comp?
Well, how should I know?
Well, maybe you should have thought of that before you started playing roller derby.
Here, why don't you sit down and yell at me?
Fine. Just don't touch me, okay?
Hey, look, I'm just trying to help.
Oh, I think you've done enough already, college boy.
You know, what is it with you, Casey? All right, maybe I messed up your foot, but you have been on my case with all this college stuff since day one.
Well, how would you feel if every time you were up for a promotion, some college punk strolled in and took it away from you?
Oh, so that's what this is all about. You think I want your job? I don't want your crummy job.
Well, excuse me, Mr. Rosy Future, but that crummy job is all I've got. All I'm ever gonna get.
Well, look, it's just maybe you should quit blaming college for all your problems and try going there yourself.
Forget it. That's stupid. I can't afford college. I can't even afford to pay my rent.
Yeah. Well, why don't you move in here?
What?
Well, look, I mean, you need a place to stay, and I need a roommate. Besides, boss, I owe you one.
I'd like to tell you to take a flying leap. But frankly, I've got nothing better.
Okay, we'll give it a shot.
Okay, but no funny stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't dream of it. And no playing the stereo when I'm trying to study.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Oh, and no overnight guests.
And no overnight goats.
That's my burner.
I have first dibs.
It's 9 o'clock and I gotta eat something. It's empty.
We're using everything for the cook-off.
Well, can you hurry up? Dad's starting to gnaw at the table.
We're keeping the judges waiting.
Good food takes time, but I guess you wouldn't know that.
You're going to have to eat those words, you little twit. And they'll taste far better than your food.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
On guard.
Dinner is served.
May the best chef win.
Don't worry, Wesley, I will.
Hey, where'd everyone go?
Oh.
Hi, guys.
Boy, am I stuck.
You guys already ate?
Already? It's after 11. You guys can cook till dawn. We went out for some chili dogs.
What about all this food?
Oh, don't worry. We'll just pop it in the microwave and have it tomorrow.
Pop it in the microwave. What a fanciful notion.
Anybody even know where the bicarbonate is?
I'll race you.
Oh.
Now we'll never know who's best.
Actually, we wouldn't have anyway. I sabotaged your stroganoff.
Well, to be truthful, I put the fish heads back in your bouillabaisse. Wesley, you didn't do anything to the turkey, did you?
Did you mess with my prime rib?
Never laid a glove on it.
Bet I can eat more than you.
There's one born every minute. Mr. Belvedere will continue in a moment. I'm not quite sure what's going on at Kevin's apartment,
but at least his laundry is no longer in tatters. It did, however, include a pair of lace panties. There's either a healthy, rational explanation for this, or a good movie of the week. As for Wesley, he has conceded that I am the undisputed king of the kitchen. In turn, I magnanimously allowed him to win our grand eat-off.
Mr. Belvedere, I feel sick.
I feel just dandy.
I'm Ted Koffel. Later on Nightline, hints that murder with a homosexual backdrop was behind the USS Iowa tragedy. But apparently none of that happened. How did the story surface?
Monday, when a field trip becomes a matter of life and death, it's MacGyver's greatest challenge.
Hi, Wes. Hi, Mr. Bellyflop.
Angela?
My parents signed the consent form so I can go.
Back to Pluto, I hope.
Angela and I want to help the homeless of Pittsburgh, so we're going to volunteer to shelter downtown.
Oh?
Yeah, we're going to cook them breakfast.
I thought you wanted to help the homeless, not kill them.
I think what you're doing is very laudable.
Well, we both have been very fortunate, and we want to do something for people who have less than us. Not only that, we get out of study hall.
Angela, your compassion is an inspiration to us all.
Can I go too?
What for?
Maybe I'll meet a hobo and he can teach me how to hop a freight to nowhere.
I'll teach you, Wesley. I'll even give you a little boost.
Come on, George. We're going to be late for the funeral.
There's been a passing?
Oh, yes, Barney. One of George's golfing buddies. I'm afraid George is taking it kind of hard.
Let's hit it.
I've never seen him look so devastated.
George.
Hey, I know what you're going to say. This isn't right for a funeral.
Not unless it's for Bubbles the chimp.
Look, all the pallbearers are dressing like this.
Oh, what's the minister wearing? Bermuda shorts?
Barney wanted his funeral on a golf course. It's where he spent his happiest hours.
I'm sorry, George. I didn't mean to be disrespectful. A funeral is a solemn event.
That's right. Come on, Marsh. We're riding in the lead golf cart.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glad. According to our new rival, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
Hey, Ange, how's my French toast moving? Great. I think they really like it.
Hey, am I supposed to eat this or resole my shoes with it?
How are you girls doing?
Okay, I guess, except I didn't know we'd be so busy. Yeah, where do all these people come from?
Same place that we do, except somewhere they got off the track. Job loss, disability, mental illness, drug abuse.
I had a cousin who was homeless, but he just forgot his zip code.
Why don't I spell you here and you girls can go clear some tables?
Wow, Heather, we already got a promotion. Right. Let me help you with that.
Hands off, Blondie.
I wasn't going to take anything.
Sure, you and the cops, welfare, and the feds. Everybody wants my stuff.
Sorry. So, do you wear contacts? Just trying to make conversation.
Napkin, 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 napkin. Napkin. Did you lose this?
Oh, my earring, thanks.
You're welcome. My name's Tom.
Oh, I'm Heather.
This your first day?
Yeah. Some pretty strange people around here.
Yeah, huh?
I don't know whether I should be scared of them or feel sorry for them.
Yeah, me neither.
So how long have you been a volunteer?
Oh, I'm not. I live here.
Oh, hi, Mr. Belvedere.
Oh, back from the fairway farewell?
Yeah.
Actually, it was a very nice service.
Yeah, until some bozo sliced his drive into the casket.
Well, I'm going to soak my feet. That's the last time I wear heels in a sand trap.
I'm sorry about your friend, George. Were you close?
Yeah, he was in my foursome at the club. He'd always shave off a stroke at the par fives. Back at the clubhouse, we'd play a little poker. He'd cheat. Leave when he was ahead. Sign my name on his tab.
Friends like that are hard to find.
It's just, here's a guy about my age. Makes you think.
Certainly does. About what?
You know, life and death.
Well, George, we live and then we die.
Speak for yourself.
My point is not to worry. While we have life, we should enjoy it.
I guess you're right, big guy. No point moping.
Hey, Dad, want to toss it around?
What are you trying to do, kill me?
Angela, I need some plates.
Here you go. Hi, Tom.
Oh, hi, Heather. Like my new shirt?
It's real nice.
I found it in the dumpster. People throw away really good stuff.
So you got a date?
No, I'm going on a job interview.
Oh, isn't this your job?
Oh, I'm just helping out while I stay here. I like to keep busy.
Oh, well, good luck at your interview. You must be pretty excited, huh?
Yeah, I haven't had a real job in 2 years.
2 whole years? That's awful.
Well, it's hard when they ask for an address and phone number and you don't have an address and phone number.
Hi. I didn't get a chance to introduce myself to you yesterday. I'm Angela.
Good for you.
You know, just because you have a terrible, miserable life of hopelessness doesn't mean you can't say a friendly hello.
What makes you think my life's so miserable?
Well, you live on the streets. You're dirty and grungy and kind of smelly. No offense.
None taken. Besides, you're the one who stinks.
What?
That perfume. It's just another product of the capitalist consumer conspiracy.
No, it's Forever Crystal.
Look, Blondie, everything I need in the world is right here where I can get at it. Real simple.
You make it sound like living this way is good.
I'm totally free and unfettered by the trappings of modern civilization. Can you say that?
No, but I can say rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Hi, Dad. Finally returning that plunger I borrowed.
Oh, you didn't have to, Kev. It was sort of a housewarming gift.
Gee, thanks.
You know how to read these blood pressure things?
Oh, yeah, I learned how when I was a nurse's aide. You're 30/10.
Is that good?
Not really. You're dead.
I ordered 8 years of Time magazine for this stupid thing.
Come on, Dad. What are you worried about? You seem like a healthy kind of guy.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Then again, you never know.
What do you mean?
Well, when I worked at the hospital, there was this guy about your age. He came in for a hair transplant. An hour later, he was on a slab in the morgue.
Yeah?
And another guy, he had an ingrown toenail. Next day, they were spreading his ashes over the Monongahela.
Huh?
Whoops, gotta get to class. Hey, listen, I'll come back later and tell you about some more dead guys. See ya.
Expecting a close encounter? Well, you hardly touched your dinner. Although you sculpted it very well.
I saw Doc Elliott this afternoon.
I hope it's not bad news.
I'm in perfect health.
Oh, George, I am sorry.
I don't understand. Barney had a checkup from Doc Elliott a week before he croaked, and he was fine, too.
Any idea what caused Barney's sudden demise?
He died in the saddle.
Oh, you mean horseback riding?
No. You know, between the fluffy whites.
He fell into a meringue?
He died in bed with his wife.
Oh, you mean chiming Big Ben?
Whatever.
George, it was a fluke.
Yeah, but it was a fluke that killed him.
Oh, it's such a clear and beautiful night. All the stars are out. It's kind of romantic. I'll be upstairs.
Hi, everyone. I brought a surprise. Homemade cookies. I didn't bake them. Hello again.
Look who's here. Little Mary Sunstroke.
Looks like you got a lot of stuff in there.
Yep. Place for everything and everything in its place.
Hey. Hi, Tom. I brought you a cookie.
Oh, thanks.
So did you get the job?
Oh, nah. There must have been 100 people there. I didn't stand a chance.
You'll do better next time.
These are for you.
Oh, thanks, Mrs. Williams. You're very nice.
I feel terrible about this.
Oh, that's okay. A rule is a rule.
What's going on?
It's our policy here at the shelter. People can only stay 2 weeks.
It's not fair.
Heather, we have to turn away dozens of people every day. That's not fair either.
Hey, I'll be okay. I got a great spot under the turnpike. Nobody took it.
Come on in, Tom.
Are you sure this is a good idea?
Don't worry. You'll stay in the attic. No one will ever know you're here.
Hello, Heather.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere.
How did my cookies go over?
Great, Mr. Belvedere. Well, good night.
Brazil nuts.
Huh?
That's the secret to the recipe. I got it after a wild weekend in Rio with Mrs. Fields.
Well, good night.
Anything wrong?
Why should something be wrong?
No reason. But if Wesley had that look on his face, I'd be sleeping tonight with a gun.
George, where are you going now?
I'm going to make a sandwich.
Another one?
I had Chinese for lunch. Go to sleep.
That was close.
Do you mind? I need my binoculars. Henrietta Huffnagel left her blinds open.
Okay.
Here. Is something going on?
No?
Is there someone hiding in the closet?
Yeah, there's a man in there. Some guy I picked up off the street.
Guess that's the only way you're gonna get one.
Oh, no, Marsh, not the feather trick.
Good morning.
Hey, get that thing out of my face.
I'm sorry, George. I just love doing that. I always have.
Guess I fell asleep watching the tube.
Or trying to avoid something else.
Morning.
Bingo.
I waited up for you.
Yeah, well, I think I'm coming down with a cold. I don't want to spread it around.
I'd say you're spreading it around rather well.
I think I better go up and take some aspirin or something.
I hope I don't have to sleep alone again tonight.
Don't look at me.
I don't know if this is going to work, Heather.
Oh, yes, it will. At least until we can find you a job. Here, look. Here's one that pays $25,000 a year with medical benefits, full dental, and daycare.
What is it?
Divisional Multi-System Program Analyst. I don't know what it is either.
Oh, I'll get it.
Oh, no, Tom, you're supposed to stay here, remember? Coming. Hi, Ange. Come on in. Hi. What is all this? It's my stuff. Now I'm in total control of my life. Everything I need is right here. My clothes, my books, my records, even Mr. Beaver. Angela, get real. Hi, Tom.
Oh, hi, Angela. Like a shopping cart.
Thanks. I got it in the supermarket. Tom, what are you doing?
Just helping out.
I told you have to stay in the attic or they'll find you.
Oh, that's right.
Is it me or does Tom seem a little weird? Why don't you ask Mr. Beaver? Come on, Angela. I'll drive to the store.
When did I polish this?
Hey, big guy. Is the coast clear?
Yes, George. Your wife is upstairs taking another cold shower.
Good. Why can't she leave me alone?
Beats the hell out of me.
Hey, it's not just Marcia either. All of a sudden, every woman I meet wants my bot. My secretary, some meter maid, even the cashier at Lumberama. She tried to slip me a free can of spackle.
George, I think you're just imagining all this because you're obsessed with Whoopi.
Hi, my name's Yvette, and I'm selling waterless cookware. Is your wife available?
No.
Want to steam some vegetables?
I guess you're just a meat and potatoes man.
Hi, Mr. Botulism.
Hello, Angela. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm sure there's an irrational explanation for it.
You mean this? These are all my earthly belongings. I've dropped out of society.
I'll drink to that.
Now I'm free. Free as the breeze.
That must be what I hear whistling between your ears.
Hi, Aunt. Hi, Ed.
Oh, hello, Heather. I want to thank you for all that extra cleaning that you've been doing.
Huh?
Well, you know, the banisters, the window blinds, the lampshades. That was you, wasn't it?
Well, sure. Who else could it be? Maybe it was Tom. Angela. Sorry, it couldn't have been Tom. He stays in the attic all day.
For crying out loud, Marsh. Get your mind out of the gutter. Hi, nice jacket. Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm Tom. I live here. Who are you?
Oh, I see you two have met.
So I brought Tom here until I could get him a job in a place of his own.
I thought I heard noises in the attic. I just assumed that's where you were sleeping.
Well, I thought we had a squirrel up there. I even put out some poison pellets.
My God, I thought those were licorice bits.
Hey, everybody, there's some guy up in the attic.
We know, Wes. You do?
He's a homeless man your sister's been trying to hide.
You mean you were telling me the truth? You're really warped.
Hey, look, kitten, I feel sorry for the guy, but he just can't stay here.
But he's not bothering anyone.
Heather, your heart is in the right place, but I'm afraid your father's right.
Don't get mad at Heather. It's my fault.
Hey, look, Tom. We're not blaming you or anyone else. I know times are tough.
Well, here's your clothes, Mr. Owens.
Oh, no, you keep them. And, here's a couple of bucks for you.
No, thanks. I already ate your food and stayed at your house.
Well, so does Belvedere, and we pay him.
Take it, Tom.
Thanks. Maybe I can buy some new boots.
Wait, Tom, maybe you can stay with Angela.
Hasn't he suffered enough?
So what are we going to do? Just throw him out?
Heather.
Oh, sure. Give him a few bucks, forget about him, and maybe the problem will go away. Well, it won't. There are a million of Toms out there, and no one even gives a damn. What kind of world is this? Tom? Tom? Mr. Belvedere, what is this place?
It's a residential hotel. Mind the concierge?
Well, wait a second. That's the shelter's address in case he needs a meal.
Ah, here we are.
Tom.
Hi, Heather. Hi, Mr. Belvedere. Come on in.
Thank you.
You like my new apartment?
You live here?
Well, it's not as nice as your attic, but it's all I could afford on my new salary.
You mean you found a job?
Mr. Belvedere got me a job at Donut World.
I carry a lot of weight around there.
Right now I mix the dough, but if I do good, they'll let me dip them in chocolate icing and put sprinkles on them and maybe even squirt jelly in the jelly donuts. What's the matter, Heather? You look sad.
It's just the newspaper's filled with all these really good jobs. Better than working in some donut shop.
I can't get those jobs. They said I wasn't qualified.
Yeah, but you could get into a job training program or something.
Heather, I like my job. It's fun. Besides, I get to meet a lot of nice policemen.
Yeah, but Tom, with a better job, you could afford a really nice place. Don't you want a balcony and a stereo and a trash compactor?
Gee, I got a roof over my head and a bed to sleep in with blankets and everything. I thought I was doing pretty good.
You know something? You're right. You're doing great. I'm really proud of you.
Heather, I think it's time we should go. Tom has to be up early in the morning.
Yeah, I got to be at Donut World at 4 in the morning.
Mm-hmm. I'll be there at 4:15. Nice.
Thanks, Mr. Belvedere, for getting him that job. It was really nice of you. I just wish there was more I could do.
Oh, Heather. If everybody cared as much as you did, there'd be far less people sleeping in cardboard boxes and on steam grates.
Why should anyone have to sleep on a steam grate?
Why, indeed.
Hi, George.
Uh-oh.
I was at the club today. Guess what happened?
You made a hole-in-one and they gave you a free divot fixer?
I had lunch with the wives of your golfing buddies.
Yeah?
Yeah. And you know how girls talk. Well, it seems like we've all been feeling a little neglected lately.
What do you know?
And there's this rumor going around about what really happened to Barney. I was beginning to think it was me.
Belvedere!
You went shopping. At the movies with Heather.
Gosh, my heart's starting to pound.
It's a muscle. It needs exercise.
What if I die?
You'll have a smile on your face.
You know, come to think of it, so did Barney.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
Heather continues to volunteer at the shelter. Tom stops by from time to time, usually with a generous donation from Donut World. Meanwhile, the supermarket reclaimed Angela's shopping cart, leaving her with no choice but to return to civilization. Talk about paradise lost. As for George, he somehow survived his close encounter with Marcia. And since then, I haven't seen much of either of them. Paradise regained.
To celebrate this season of goodwill, the Owenses have pleasantly surprised me by agreeing to be on their best behavior. From all of us, happy holidays!
Let me help.
Oh, thanks, Heath.
You know, Mom, this was the best Christmas ever.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it was perfect. We were all together, trimming the tree, singing Christmas carols. Dad didn't even make us watch Perry Como's Christmas. Let me help.
Oh, thanks, Heath.
You know, Mom, this was the best Christmas ever.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it was perfect. We were all together, trimming the tree, singing Christmas carols. Dad didn't even make us watch Perry Como's Christmas in Cambodia.
It was nice.
So do I have to see you guys on New Year's, too?
What?
Well, I was hoping I could have a party here. I mean, without you or Dad or anyone else hanging around.
Oh, gee, I don't know.
Well, there won't be that many people, and there won't be any sex or drugs either, because everyone's too afraid to do that stuff anymore.
Well, your father and I were invited to a fondue party at Skip's.
Oh, come on, Mom.
Well, okay, honey.
Great. Can you take him with you? Huh? Mom's letting me have a party here on New Year's Eve.
Oh, yeah? So can I have one, too?
No.
It'd be good for me. Mr. Belvedere says I need to work on my social skills in case the FBI doesn't give me a new identity.
All right. Here's the deal. You two can have a party here together.
What?
Yeah, Heather, you can invite some of your friends, and Wes, you can have some of yours. I know you're both mature enough to work on this together.
Right, Mom. Okay, so at the store we gotta get potato chips, bean dip, paper hats for my friends, paper bags for your girlfriends, noisemakers, balloons, and cherry Kool-Aid.
Hey, this is supposed to be a sophisticated party. We're not going to drink Kool-Aid.
Well, we need sun to mix with the vodka. I'm kidding. It's just to fill up the balloons.
Hello, children.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, can you think of anything else we need for our New Year's party?
Yes, earplugs for me.
But you're not going to be here.
Yeah, it's New Year's. Your Mambo Club always has a party down on the wharf.
Oh, I'm afraid it was discontinued after last year.
Huh?
Things got a little wild. Our conga line got out of control and injured 5 stevedores.
Come on, Mr. Belvedere. Do you really want to start the new year with people like us?
Certainly. Then I'll know the rest of the year can't get any worse.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new arrival, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live a good life yet.
Hey, Ma.
Hi,
Listen, do we have any vitamin C or anything?
What's the matter? Are you coming down with something?
I don't know, but I'm not going to be sick on New Year's Eve.
Ooh, you're burning up. Just a second.
Oh, no, Mom, look. I'm just going to take a few of these, and then I'll be...
Yeah, this is a friend of Mr. Belvedere's. He's too shy, so he asked me to ask you if you want to go out with him on New Year's Eve. I found your name in his little black book. Aren't you Donna King? Oh, you're Donut King. Sorry.
It's almost 103.
It's not so bad.
I'm surprised you're not delirious. Come on, young man. You march yourself right upstairs and get to bed.
I don't even live here anymore.
Well, I don't care. If you keep running around in this weather with a fever, you'll wind up with pneumonia.
Hello, Kevin.
Oh, Mr. Belvedere, would you please fix up Kevin's room? He's going to be needing it.
But I was promised once they left, the children weren't allowed back anymore.
He's only going to be here till he gets better.
Oh, come on.
Upstairs.
Yes, Mommy.
Oh, well, can you wait till after New Year's to get your hip replaced? Yeah, I understand. Thanks.
So? I can't find anybody.
Oh, well, if we don't find him a date quick, we're gonna be stuck with him.
Hey, how about Broomhilda? You know, the Huffnagel's new housekeeper? She's not too old, and she's got that snotty look Mr. Belvedere likes.
Oh, yeah. But how are we gonna get them together?
Oh, I think I can arrange that. If anyone asks, I've been with you for the last 10 minutes.
Only 10 minutes? Then I can assume it wasn't a bank job.
I didn't do anything.
I know you're in there, you little beast.
That doesn't sound like the Avon lady. Can I help?
Your son sprayed me with a garden hose.
Call him my son again and I'll spray you myself. It's just that I'm not the boy's father, thank heaven. But regardless, I'm sure it was an accident. Right, Wesley?
Aren't you going to introduce yourself?
Oh, I am sorry. I am Lynn Belvedere. I'm the Owens housekeeper.
Oh, yes, it's a Schumacher. I just started working with the Huffnagels.
How do you do? As I was saying, I'm sure the lad didn't mean to do it.
Oh, yes, he did. He's a spiteful little hooligan, and I wouldn't mind giving him a good throttling.
Hey, sounds like you two have a lot in common.
What's that mean?
Oh, nothing. Just that I detest him, too. And now, Wesley, I believe you have something to say to Miss Schumacher.
Do you mambo?
Your father and I are leaving for the party now.
Hey, Mom, what is all this stuff?
Oh, well, sometimes Mr. Belvedere uses this as sort of a punishment room. You know, when your brother's been bad. Anyway, what are you doing out of bed? And why is this heater off?
No, Mom, it's 98 in here. And that vaporizer's giving me jungle rot.
Do you want to get better or don't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Look, I know it's no fun being stuck in on New Year's Eve, but you don't want this to get worse, do you?
Yeah.
All right, I made this for you.
Mom, I'm 20 years old. I don't drink hot cocoa anymore.
Sorry.
Here, give it to me.
It'll keep you nice and warm inside.
You used to put marshmallows in it.
I'll be right back.
Come on, Mr. Belvedere. I don't think she's so bad.
Fine. Then you go out with her.
So I hear you got a hot date with Hazel over at the Huffnagels. What are you two going to do? Vacuum in the new year?
That's it. I'm not going.
Hey, come on, big guy. I'm sorry.
That must be her.
Get it. I've changed my mind.
Come on, Mr. Belvedere.
This is ridiculous. Why should I go out with a perfect stranger so you two bunco artists can make a mess that I'll have to clean up?
Hello?
Well, as long as she's here. Shall we?
I'm sorry I'm so tall.
Oh, that's okay, I guess.
This is the most humiliating experience of my life.
I'm sure you'll have worse.
Why didn't you invite some girls your age?
I don't know. I don't see any boys your age.
They all left when they saw your geeky friends. May I? So my pediatrician says I'm not through growing. That's great. Excuse me. Isn't it midnight yet?
Don't worry. You'll know when it is.
Why, you're not doing anything gross or disgusting, are you?
Hey, relax. If you'll excuse me, I have to go check on the frogs.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. I'm Cindy.
I'm Kevin, and I'm no longer contagious.
Oh, you're Heather's big brother, right?
Uh-huh. So, if you want, maybe we could go back up to my room and share a bottle of NyQuil, huh?
almost midnight. Is everybody ready?
I know I am.
10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
One frog?
He's just faster than the rest.
Well, the living room's still here. That's more than I expected.
The house looks fine. You said it would be a disaster area.
Oh, they only cleaned it to irritate me.
I had a very good time tonight. I never had Egyptian food before.
Yes, I thought you looked rather worried when the waiter said 1 hump or 2.
Anyhow, I really should be going.
No?
Well, it's almost 2, and I have to be up early to fix breakfast at the Hofnagels.
I find that a community trough is good enough for the Owens family. While you walk me home, I'll walk you home.
Hey.
Happy New Year, Dad.
Give me that.
And your father's feeling a bit under the weather this morning.
You mean he tied one on last night?
Mm-hmm. So is the car in the Hufnagel's pool again?
No, because I was the designated driver.
So, how'd your shindig go?
Great. Yeah, Wesley was a designated moron.
More French toast for anyone?
Yeah, it's quite a spread, big guy.
Yeah, Mr. Belvedere, you really didn't have to make fresh apple juice.
Oh, once you've climbed the tree, the rest is easy.
I'm done.
Oh, thank you, Wesley.
So what's with you, Mr. Belvedere? I've never seen you in such a good mood before.
Well, I'm usually not when you're around. Just kidding. You're a delightful little scamp.
I think he had one ho-ho too many.
Well, I trust everyone kicked off their new year in good style.
Yeah.
So how about you, Mr. Belvedere? How was your date?
Oh, you know, the usual.
Morgan.
Oh, morning, Elsa.
I lost an earring here last night, probably under the cushion on the couch.
Probably. I mean, the usual for me.
Yes, Kevin.
You know, you tell me I should stay in bed, and then when I call you, you don't come.
I'm sorry, honey. Is there something you want?
I'm through with that.
Kevin, aren't these all your old things?
Oh, yeah, I found all this stuff in my closet. Pretty neato, huh?
Yeah, but Kevin, you're not going to be here that long.
Hey, Mom, take my temperature. I think it went way, way up.
Kevin, I took it 20 minutes ago. It was the same.
Well, I'm bored.
Well, there must be something you can do, some schoolwork or something.
Yeah, but it hurts my eyes when I try and read.
Well, I'm sure you'll feel much better in the morning.
Well, you could read to me.
What?
Well, like you used to. Remember?
Yeah, sure. All right, what'll it be? European history or abnormal psychology?
No, this one.
The Cat in the Hat?
By Dr. Seuss.
Do you have any idea how late it is?
Why? Am I being grounded?
I think we need to talk.
I'll have a nice chat. I'm going to sleep.
Come on, Mr. Belvedere.
Very well.
I want to know what's going on between you and Miss Sexmacher.
It's Schumacher.
Look, you've been missing meals, staying out at all hours, doing God knows what. You've got us all worried sick.
I I'm sure Miss Schumacher's real nice, but maybe you're going a little too fast, getting too involved with her.
Yeah, we think you should start seeing other housekeepers, too.
Look, both of you, I'm deeply touched by your concern. But I'm a grown man, and I can handle these things fine by myself.
I can assume then you're taking precautions?
What exactly do you mean by that?
I'm not sure, but I hear they're very important.
Good night, children.
Hey, watch this. Depth charge. Dive.
That's great, Kev.
Wednesday, finish your eggs. You'll be late for school.
Okay.
More maple, Master Kevin?
Sure. I don't have to go to school because I'm sick.
Yes, we know.
Wesley, you little creep. No,
What a lovely view.
Thank you.
I mean, the woods. The very sun bounces off the empty branches.
Oh, yes, lovely.
So, I thought we could go to the drive-in again, like last night.
Oh, they changed the movie already?
Does it matter?
Actually, I have been spending a little too much time away from my duties.
Oh, I know, me too. It's just that we have so much fun together. We seem to like the same things. It's not too often you find somebody you wouldn't mind spending the rest of your life with.
Yes. Well, I better get on with my raking.
Okay. What about coming over later? The Hofnagels are going to an NRA meeting. We could have the whole house to ourselves.
I'd love to. But I'm not really sure the Owens would let me.
Can't you just sneak off? They can't be watching you every minute.
Set the dinner table, please.
Sure.
If you like, I'll take you down to the mall after dinner.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. We can go and see that horror film based on your memoirs.
Aren't you going over to the Hofnagels tonight?
No, Wesley.
Why not?
Actually, I may not be seeing Miss Schumacher as frequently as before.
Oh, she dumped you, right?
I simply decided we were getting a little too involved and that we should slow down a bit.
Didn't a certain somebody already tell you that very same thing?
Yes. But he was a little smack-faced toad, so I didn't listen.
So did she take it okay?
Yeah, quite well. It's a good lesson for you, Wesley. How to handle a delicate situation in a mature and straightforward manner.
Lynn!
Oh, God, hide me.
I thought you told me.
I left a note.
Hide in the basement.
No, that's the coward's way.
Oh, Lynn!
See you later.
Is Mr. Belvedere here?
Oh, no, he was deported this morning.
Hey, Wes. Miss Sexmacher. Where's Belvedere?
Remember, Dad? Those two guys came and dragged him back to England.
Huh?
Remember? Something about a couple wives back in Bristol?
Oh, yeah, them.
I don't understand.
I haven't gone anywhere, Ilsa.
Hey, she was buying it.
I appreciate your moronic attempt to protect me. But I should handle this myself.
Come on, Wes.
I see you got my little note.
Yes.
What's the suitcase for?
So Hofnagels fired me.
I'm sorry.
He said I was seeing too much of you.
Oh.
I'm so stupid. I was actually glad when he did it. I thought you'd say you'd quit too, and we'd go off to Maine or someplace and open a little bed and breakfast.
Sounds very nice.
Then why not? We could do it. I have some money saved.
Else I can't.
Oh.
I promised the Owens that I would stay with them at least until Wesley went off to college or the penitentiary.
I guess they understand.
The fact is, I'm rather set in my ways. And I'm not looking for a long-term relationship with anybody.
I see.
It's just that every New Year's, my youth becomes a more distant memory. For a moment, you made me feel young and vibrant and alive. But now I'm exhausted.
Thank you. Well, I've got a bus to catch.
However, I'm certain that someday, somewhere, we'll see each other again.
Sure. Take care of yourself.
You too.
Bye.
Hey, man. Hey, where's my hot cocoa?
Downstairs in the jar.
What are you doing?
Packing your clothes.
What for?
We want you out.
But I'm still sick.
Tough.
Oh, that's real nice.
Kevin, I don't know what's happened, but ever since you've been in here, you have turned into a bratty little 14-year-old.
Oh, yeah? I mean, I guess it's all that children's cough syrup.
Oh, look, honey, I know how nice it feels to be protected and not have to worry about school or finals or reality.
Yeah, and I guess it was nice having somebody take care of me, just like they used to.
I guess I forgot how nice that was, too.
Well, I'll just pack my stuff up.
Sure, honey.
I just want to finish one more chapter.
All right, I'll do it.
Oh, no, Mama. You don't have to read to me anymore.
Anything for my little baby. Rex felt his insides begin to throb as Jennifer let drop her lace negligee, too.
Finish Dr. Zeus.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
As of this writing, Kevin's temperature, along with his IQ, has returned to normal. Sometimes I'm not sure which is higher. As for my lapse into adolescence, I've just received a postcard from Ilsa. She's invited me up to Portland to enjoy her new bed and breakfast. I might try the breakfast, but I'm not too sure about the other. Well, another new year is underway. The Colonials have a new president. Wesley has some new hormones. And the world in general is bumping along. But the most important thing is, I'm still here. I'll drink to that.
Later tonight on Nightline, the death of Japan's Emperor Hirohito, from divine ruler to figurehead. One question plagued him to the end.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, sir.
Do I know you?
Probably not. Mom, this is James Montgomery. You know the little boy I babysit for on the weekends?
Oh, yes. It's very nice to meet you, James.
The pleasure's all mine, ma'am.
A well-mannered child in this kitchen. I must call Ripley's.
James' mom was called out of town, so I told her he could stay with us for the next week.
Oh, that's nice, dear. What?
Oh, it'll be all right. I promise. I'll feed him and everything.
Heather, a young man requires a little more care than a stray puppy.
Or in Wesley's case, a rabid jackal.
You really should have discussed this with Dad and me first.
Oh, don't worry, Mrs. Owens. I'm sure James is a polite young man. If not, we can always tie him under the porch and feed him table scraps.
Hi, I'm Bert Hammond. This is my associate, Carl Putnam. We represent the Happy Guys of Pittsburgh.
Helping others happily. That's our motto.
Well, you can help yourself right out of here. The last time I saw you guys, you tried to drag me into some devil worship thing.
Our little Halloween party may have gotten a wee bit out of hand, but we've cleaned house.
Yeah, now you won't find so much as a deviled egg.
George, who's here?
Marcia, you remember the Happy Guys, Bert and Carl?
Oh, yes. Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
This guy slays me. Doesn't he slay you, girl?
Well, it's easy for you to say, Bert. You're not Tweedledum.
Won't you come in and sit down?
Oh, thank you. Now, I don't want to alarm you folks, but there's a mad criminal on the loose, and he's attacking the women of Beaver Falls.
What does he do?
He steals their high-heeled shoes.
It's no laughing matter. Well, last night he stole my wife's best open-toed pumps. She's currently under sedation.
Have you called the police?
Unfortunately, this is what they consider a low-priority item.
Oh, that's terrible.
It's scandalous. I mean, it's scandalous.
That's why we're here. You've got to help us.
Hey, I'm a sportscaster. I don't know anything about catching criminals. Unless they've stolen home.
Anyway, George, old pal, we need your house for our meetings.
What meetings?
Tell him, Bert.
We formed our own neighborhood protection group, the Guardian Happy Guys.
We're going to make the streets safe for decent human beings.
I think I better warn Wesley.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rivals, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
Get this straight. You're telling me you've never had detention?
That's correct. Although I once had to stay after school to accept a good conduct medal.
Where'd you find this geek, Heather?
Wesley, you can't speak to James that way. Most people do.
Wesley, James will be staying with us for 1 week. Surely you can impersonate a human being for that long?
What's that supposed to mean?
It means quit acting like a jerk. Actually, Miss Heather, a jerk is a dull or stupid person. Wesley seems to be neither of those. I'm afraid you've misspoken.
You know, kid, you may not be a total zero after all.
Well, you can certainly learn something from him.
Maybe he can learn something from me.
Yeah, you want to come to order, please? Fellas, you want to quiet down and we'll start.
Gee, he's kind of high-strung, isn't he?
Gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the first meeting of the Guardian Happy Guys.
Hey, who ate all the crab puppies?
George had one.
Now, the high-heel bandit, as we have dubbed him, has eluded the police so far. But we, the Guardian Happy Guys, are going to see to it that he's captured and brought to justice.
Do we get to wear hats? You mean like golf hats with their own logo on them?
I didn't know we had a logo.
No, we don't have a logo, and we don't need hats.
Hey, but we did have these new buttons made up.
You bad guys, cut it out. A little rough, don't you think?
Now, the first order of business is to divide ourselves into patrol teams.
As long as we're dividing up into teams, why don't we get up a softball game? Hey, can I play third base?
Hi, Mom. Oh, hi, honey. Come over here. Give your old mom a big hug.
Where is everybody?
Your sister and brother are upstairs watching TV. Daddy and Mr. Belvedere are in the living room forming a vigilante group. And I have been exiled to the kitchen, so I'm doing my nails.
Dad and Mr. Belvedere are doing what?
Oh, they're having a meeting with that group of happy guys to track down the high-heel bandit.
You're kidding.
Take a look.
Why are they marching around 2 by 2?
I think they're doing the Virginia Reel.
Mom, Mr. Belvedere's dipping Dad.
And remember now, we're only the eyes and ears of the police. If you see the high-heel bandit, do not try to apprehend him. Do not take any aggressive action yourself.
Hell, this is worse than none. I thought my part was over when the crab puppies disappeared.
Well, let's just get this over with. Oh, I think it's too late to go patrolling tonight, don't you, Bert?
Way too late.
We do have time for Turkey in the Straw. I still don't get why we're dancing.
It fosters teamwork, George. They say the Steelers do the bossa nova.
Now pay attention, kid. Maybe a little of the Owens magic will rub off on you. What's this?
Hot water bottle?
If you're not even going to try, we'll stop this lesson right now.
Sorry, I promise I'll try to think meaner.
Good. Now what you have here is your basic whoopee cushion. You place it on the principal's chair right before assembly. Then when he sits down after the Pledge of Allegiance...
That's not very nice.
Exactly. Now check this out.
Even I know that. That's a rubber snake.
Wrong. It's the real McCoy.
But serpents are not indigenous to the Beaver Falls area.
They are now. Quick, put him under that magazine on the chair.
But that's Heather's magazine. Won't she be startled?
At least.
Hey, Wes, have you seen my 17 magazine? I believe it's over there.
Thanks, James. Well?
I never knew it could be like this.
I don't know why we're sitting out here freezing our hooters off.
Well, if we're going to catch the high-heel bandit, we must sacrifice a little comfort.
I don't see you sacrificing any of those donuts.
If you're going to be nasty, I shall go home and you'll be the only happy guy on the streets without a patrol buddy.
I am not your buddy, and I am not a happy guy.
Since you are obviously unable to be pleasant, I suggest we keep our mouths shut and our eyes open.
You got it.
Fine.
Hey, Belvedere?
Now what?
I think I drank too much coffee. We better find a gas station.
You know we are not allowed to leave the stakeout for any reason.
Fine. I'll just use that bush over there.
Of course, that's your decision, but we're here to uphold the law, not to break it.
Huh?
Well, for one thing, there's indecent exposure. Vandalism. Defacing public property.
Okay, you made your point. I'll tough it out.
That's the spirit.
Belvedere?
Mm-hmm.
Could you tell me a story?
About?
You know, to take my mind off things.
Oh, very well. Once upon a time, there was a man who lived under Niagara Falls. All day long, he did nothing but listen to the rush of the raging waters.
Stop that story!
Stay tuned for Shock Fear Theater. Tonight's presentation, The Killer Bra Strap in 3D.
The whole evening shot to hell. Hey, Wes, why aren't you in bed?
Somebody had to wait up for Mom.
Huh?
When it got late and you guys didn't come home, she got worried and went out looking for you.
Hey, Marshall, what happened?
Oh, George. He got me.
Who?
The high-heel bandit.
All of a sudden, I feel something in my back, and a voice in my ear says, "Give me those pumps or I'll pump you full of lead."
What happened then?
This is the worst part. I gave him my brand new snakeskin pumps. I paid $350 for them.
You what?
Down from $500? Oh, George, don't be angry. I've been violated.
Well, so have I.
Folks, I'm trying to make a report here.
Sorry.
I'm just sick about this.
Hi, I'm Bert Hammond. This is my associate, Carl Putnam. We represent...
Just get in here.
Came right over as soon as we heard about the missus.
Yeah, we picked up the police call on the scanner in my car. Oh, by the way, your car's being towed.
You know, you guys are supposed to be in charge of getting this dirt bag off the street. Now, I want to know what you're going to do about this.
Ooh, he's got spunk, Bert.
Yeah, real spunk. Have you ever considered becoming a junior happy guy?
Look, I'll do whatever I can to catch this jerk.
Yeah, we do need to take stronger measures.
I'd say this calls for another meeting.
Maybe we should have it here.
Tomorrow night, 8 o'clock.
I'll be here.
I'll bring the accordion.
Hey, Wes?
Yeah?
Have you seen James? I went up to his room to look for him, and I found this note on his pillow. It says, "I didn't do it."
Didn't do what?
Wesley, I hope you have a way of putting this chicken back together.
I didn't do it.
Then who did?
James.
Ridiculous. He's far too innocent to have masterminded something like this. He must have had help.
Hey, all I did was show the kid a few basic moves. Can I help it if he's a natural?
Wesley, you're poisoning his mind. I forbid you to teach him anything else.
Okay, but he's tasted success. You'll probably be hearing from him again.
Now, if you'll both excuse me, I am going upstairs to change. I seem to have fouled myself.
Mr. Belvedere! Oh, Mr. Belvedere, I need you! Mr. Belvedere!
What is it? My hands are rather full. Oh, dear.
You have to help me find James.
First, we must find Lady Clairol.
That pint-sized Al Capone put blue dye in my shampoo.
No doubt after you put pop rocks in my souffle.
This is all Wesley's fault. I'm gonna pound him right after I smack James bald-headed.
Good Lord, Wesley, what have you done?
Nothing yet.
Then what's that?
What's left on my new 10-speed. I told James he could write it.
Apparently he rode it through hell.
Wesley, you created this monster. You have to stop him. Hey, Westman! Looks like something happened to your bike.
This isn't funny.
Loosen up, dude. Where's your sense of humor?
Gone up in smoke.
Hey, Tubbs, your beach ball's lopsided.
They call me Mr. Tubbs.
James, I want you to quit acting like this. What happened to that sweet little kid I used to babysit? That geek? He's history. By the way, I love what you've done with your hair.
Come on, Belvedere! You're not getting out of this.
I couldn't find a bag to match my shoes.
My, don't we look lovely this evening?
Knock it off. Let's just get this over with.
All right, you are, cutie. Gentlemen, or perhaps I should say ladies.
Not to me.
This gives new meaning to the word dragnet.
Now, for everyone's protection and safety, we'll work in pairs. By strolling the streets as women, we'll catch the high-heel bandit right where he lives.
Well, if we know where he lives, Bert, why don't we just go over to his house?
That's it. I'm out of here.
Oh, no, you don't. I'm not going anywhere without my best girlfriend.
Just don't try to borrow my lipstick.
Hey, where's Kevin?
Kevin?
Yeah.
My God, you look stunning.
I know, I can't help it.
Gee, kid, couldn't you have gone a little easier on the eyeshadow?
Not according to Cosmo.
Well, you better be careful. You could get picked up.
Hey, Dad, that's not funny.
You are wearing your own underwear, aren't you?
Of course I am.
That explains the visible panty line.
Let's go. Now remember, if you sit down, keep your knees together.
Here you go, Belvedere. You sit down and I'll wait for the bandit in the bushes.
Why should I have to be baked?
Let's just say you're easy to spot from a distance.
Very well. George, what should I do if the bandit tries to accost me?
Play hard to get.
You don't. Somebody's coming. Look. Good evening, my dear.
Look, honey, your kind belongs over by the fish pond. I'm working this end of the park. Beat it.
Evening, miss.
Good evening, officer.
A little late for a lady to be out by herself at night.
Oh, I'm not afraid.
You should be. Yeah, there's some nut running around stealing women's shoes right off their feet.
Oh, silly. Nobody would want my shoes.
I guess you're right. Still, you ought to think about going home.
Thank you, officer. I will.
Say, what's your sign?
Dead end! Dead end! Well, that was a big bust.
How do women keep from freezing to death in these things?
Well, at least you weren't hit on. God, men can be such animals.
Tell me about it.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Well, where have you been, Bert?
I'm afraid I have some bad news. The high-heel bandits struck again while you were out on patrol.
Where?
Over by the dairy.
The one place we didn't have a team.
I think it's time to try the police.
No, don't do that. I told you they're not interested. Besides, we can handle this by ourselves.
I'm not wearing any more girdles.
You should have tried one with a tummy tamer.
Hey, if you're so sure we can get this guy, how come you didn't dress up and go on patrol with us?
Well, somebody's got to run the operation, and it should be the one who knows the most about the crimes.
Yes, you do seem well informed about the high-heel bandit.
Well, let's just say I understand him.
Perhaps you can tell us how it is that he knows exactly where or when we're patrolling.
Maybe he's psychic.
Or maybe he's Bert.
Oh, you're crazy.
You take that back. Bert never stole anything.
Oh, really? Who told us first about the high-heel bandit?
Bert.
And who told us not to go to the police because they wouldn't be interested?
Bert.
And who's the one who's most obsessed with the shoe collection of the high-heeled bandit? When the rest of us wouldn't know the difference between a Harachi and an espadrille.
Any fool knows that a Harachi is a woven flat-heeled sandal, while an espadrille is a canvas wedgie with a rope sole.
How could you do it?
I didn't. I couldn't. I have this cane.
You never had a cane before.
Get it! No, fella, you gotta understand. You gotta give me a chance to explain this. You see, I was a shoe salesman for 35 years. It's in my blood. I can't help myself. I'm sick. I promised to get therapy. Will you guys let me off the hook?
No.
What are you
you doing, James?
Making sure there's one less bird bath in the world.
You can't blow up the Huffnagel's bird bath. Somebody might get hurt.
Somebody might get hurt if they don't get off my case.
Look, kid. Real pranks require planning, timing, and above all, finesse.
Finesse?
Yeah. Without a certain grace and dignity, a prank is just a mean trick. Or in this case, a crime.
Oh, give me a break.
I will. I'll promise to keep this a secret. But you have to promise to stop acting like me.
It's too late, Wes. I've seen the other side of the mountain.
If I rat on you, you're going to be seeing the other side of a set of bars.
Do you do that to me?
Try me.
Okay. You win. Want me to show you how to disarm it?
Hey, this is the king you're talking to.
Ready to go home, James? Sure, Heather. Okay, let's hit the road. Could I have a moment alone with Wesley, please? Okay, I'll just put your bags in the car. Thank you, Wesley, for almost an enlightening stay.
The enlightenment was mutual. Guess I'll see you.
See ya. Are you sure you disconnected that detonator correctly?
Hey, piece of cake.
Good.
Wesley! There's a bird bath in my crumb cake!
The Beaver Falls crime sprees, both civil and domestic, have finally come to an end. With only Wesley's demented tricks to fear, it's almost like being on holiday. But the high-heel bandit was let off with a fine and a stern warning to steer clear of ladies' footwear and the feet on which it gathers. My part in his captures left me with my dignity only slightly askew. Others were not quite so fortunate.
Come in. Mr. Belvedere, can I borrow a pair of gloves until the crazy glue wears off?
I'm Ted Koppel. Later on Nightline, carnival time in Rio. But with inflation at 1,000%, there's not much to celebrate. That's our story tonight.
Sunday at 7, limber up sports fans for a Frisbee hoop toss and the smallest indoor ski for just the 10 of us.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning. So, Mr. Belvedere, it's that time of year again.
I thought Wesley had already had his distemper shots.
No, we're talking about your birthday, remember?
I was rather hoping you'd forget it. Oh, look, I know you mean well. But these annual birthday surprises do tend to be rather embarrassing, like last year.
You mean you didn't like the strobogram from the dancing jelly donut?
No.
Oh, I'll get it. Hi.
Hi.
Oh, Wesley, who's your friend?
Oh, this is Miriam. Miriam, Mr. Belvedere.
How do you do?
Oh, you're the one who knew Winston Churchill.
Mm-hmm.
I am really impressed. You must go way, way, way back.
Miriam's my campaign manager. I'm running for student vice president.
Good idea. That way you'll be able to destroy the school from within.
Uh-huh. We already have the campaign wheels turning. The Civics Club is canvassing the neighborhood. The home ec class is holding a bake sale.
And the video squad is producing The Life and Times of Wesley T. Owens.
A horror film.
We are looking at a landslide of historic proportions.
But how can you be so certain?
I'm running unopposed. Well, if no one registers by the end of the day, I am.
And just in case, we're going to make sure Wesley's face is plastered all over Beaver Falls.
Well, you can skip the post office. I'm sure it's there already.
Let's go. Come on, Spot. We have work to do.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cared when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared, but sometimes things get turned around and no one spared. All hands look out below. There's a change in the stair. Oh, oh, oh. Gonna need all the help that we can get. According to our new arrival, life is more than mere survival. We just might live the good life yet.
Buttons, sweatbands, t-shirts. Hey, where are the one with Leslie gym shorts I ordered?
Oh, they just came in. Before you know it, the entire student body will be sitting on your face. Hi, Wesley. I'm wearing your t-shirt.
Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Moose. I didn't know that you and Kimberly were an item. Here. Have a pin.
Oh, well, it looks like you've got the coon boat all sewn up.
What a machine. No wonder everyone's afraid to run against me.
Hi, are you Wesley Owens?
Yeah, you want a t-shirt?
No, thanks, I got my own. I'm Billy Purdell, and you've got a race on your hands.
Huh?
I'm running against you for president. I don't know. Every year we do something for Mr. Belvedere's birthday, and he never appreciates it.
Hey, here's a gift we can get him. An exercise bicycle.
Do they make one built for two?
Hey, you know what could be fun? We could blindfold him, put him in a limo, and take him to Chuck E. Cheese.
Hey, you know what I think? I think the Penguins could go all the way to the Stanley Cup this year.
There is nothing like ice hockey chat to bring a family together. And this, of course, is birthday chat. Please, I asked you not to make a fuss this year. A simple card will suffice.
But we just want to show you how much we appreciate you.
Perhaps you could pay me last month's wages.
That's funny.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, look who's here. President Owens.
Don't bank on it.
Who's Podell?
Billy Purdell, he's a paraplegic. So? So how am I supposed to trash a kid in a wheelchair?
Come on, champ. You can think of something. Well, I mean, you'll work out a strategy.
I suggest you ignore the disability completely.
What do you mean?
Run a campaign of substance and discuss the issues.
Well, I'm willing to try anything. But if this doesn't work, I may have to hire someone to break my knees.
Could that be my birthday present? Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Is my fly open?
No, Billy, it's your birthday, and we have something for you.
I asked you not to, and I mean it.
Here you go.
Happy birthday. You're not getting older, you're getting bitter.
That's better.
Oh.
It's what you said you wanted, big guy.
Oh, yes, indeed.
It's a special card, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's one of those recycled ones. Who knows? Last week it could have been a roll of toilet paper.
What a pleasant thought.
Oh, Mr. Belvedere, are you doing anything tonight?
No, why?
Well, I'm having a campaign meeting here, so if you don't want to be bothered, you may want to go out.
I won't be in the way. But if you want me out of the house, I'm sure there's a movie I could attend. I could be back by 9 o'clock.
Whatever.
Would you pass me the margarine?
Here you go. Thank you. Oh, here, you can have this. And if I'm elected your president, I promise to finally do something
talking about the lousy food in the cafeteria.
Who are you, the galloping gourmet?
I ordered an investigation of that green gravy they pour over everything. What is it, and what are they trying to hide?
Yeah! Oh, come on. We're just a student council, not the food police.
Bruce Kingman, Beaver Falls Junior Press. Wesley, the polls say you're 30 points ahead.
Oh, yeah? What do the Russians say? Remember, ask not what your school can do for you. Ask what Wesley T. Owens can do for your school.
Win with Wesley, 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 win with Wesley.
It's dark. I think I hear giggling. Try and act surprised, Lynn.
Hey, big guy. How's the movie?
Oh, fine.
Hey, I'm gonna go in the kitchen for a snack. You up for something?
The kitchen. Oh, George.
Huh?
Would you rather go in there first, or shall I?
Oh, I don't care. I'm closer. What's the matter with you, Belvedere?
I thought I saw a raccoon.
Oh. Well, how about some hot rum and cider?
No, thanks.
Come on, let me pour you a nightcap. We'll drink it out on the patio.
Out on the patio. George, I may just take you up on that offer.
What's the matter, big guy? See another raccoon?
Maybe. The Owens are trying to lull me into believing they really are not going to spring some fiendish birthday surprise. But my guess is that they're going to wait until the weekend, assuming I'll have given up by then. How transparent.
It's me, Mr. Belvedere. The door's locked.
This must be it.
You okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
Well, anyway, I just wanted to thank you for the campaign advice about sticking to the issues and all. It's working like a charm.
That's nice.
The first debate's tomorrow in Assembly. I'm kind of worried, though, because Billy's pretty sharp.
Oh, he'll be all right.
Well, anyway, I guess you're kind of tired. Oh, by the way, I'm done with the bathroom if you want to use it. Night.
The bathroom.
Welcome to the first of 2 debates that will help you to choose your new student body president. And oh, what a proud day this is for me to see you fine young citizens participating in our glorious democratic process. The candidates are, to my left, Wesley T. Owens. And to my right, Billy Podell. Each candidate will will be asked a question, and his opponent will have the opportunity to rebut.
Oh, please. Bruce Kingman, Beaver Falls Junior Press. Wesley, you promised to put a jacuzzi in the locker room and convert the study hall into a pizzeria. How do you propose to pay for all of this?
With my gold card.
Seriously, though, don't you think that this will require raising our student dues?
Read my lips. No more dues.
I must caution the audience against loud demonstrations. You're just like a bunch of naughty kittens. Billy, do you have anything to say in rebuttal?
Thank you, Mrs. Bunger. Yes, I do. Wesley Owens, isn't it true that you cheated on Mrs. Gaffney's algebra quiz, got an A, and threw off the curve for your entire class? Huh? What? And isn't it true that you threatened the safety of this school by belching into a Bunsen burner?
I think that was uncalled for.
And can you deny that you made a fortune selling your sister's underwear, claiming it was Madonna's?
I am not a crook.
Well, I maintain you're morally unfit to hold office. Bring it out! Wesley Owens, exactly what kind of monkey business was this?
Hey, that's my chick!
We were just playing musical chairs.
Owens, you're in big trouble. Get him!
We're back!
Hey.
Two. Go. Slide.
Have a nice time at the roller rink?
Delightful. I gave up an evening with Mozart to watch a group of teeny boppers in spandex fall on their fannies.
Sounds like fun to me.
You know, Mr. Belvedere's acting really strange. It's like when we got into the roller rink, he jumped in and yelled, "Aha!"
Why?
Maybe you saw a raccoon.
You don't think he's still expecting a surprise birthday party, do you?
A vote for Fidel is a vote for safer hallway. Yeah! A vote for Fidel.
Thanks.
Who's that?
My pollster says you're 20 points down and plummeting.
Maybe I should sell.
It's not too late, Wesley. We can still win this together. I can be Nancy to your Ron, Barbara to your Bush, Edie to your Armin.
Sure, Miriam.
Listen, I have a source who went to the same school Billy used to. Get this. Billy worked at the school store and was caught skimming candy off the top and selling it to his friends.
Oh, yeah? And he got busted for it?
Yeah, it's the scandal we've been hoping for. Podell wants a smear campaign. Let's give it to him.
But what if nobody believes it? I mean, Billy's in a wheelchair.
So what? Franklin Roosevelt was too. And he rolled over everyone for 4 terms. Tomorrow's the last debate, and you better pull something off. Because I don't waste my time with losers. Hi, Mr. Bellybutton.
Oh, fine.
I didn't ask how you were, but I'm glad. I just came over to return this book I borrowed from Heather.
6 little peppers and how they grew. This isn't Heather's. You borrowed this from the library 12 years ago.
Better take it back before they close.
Oh, Angela. What's the hurry? No rush. Would you like some cocoa?
Thanks, Mr. Bulldozer.
You and Heather share a lot of secrets, don't you?
Uh-huh. But if you want to know what she did last Thursday with Tony Minotti when she's supposed to be over at my house, my lips are sealed.
I was wondering if she mentioned anything about my birthday celebration.
No?
You see, surprises for someone my age can be dangerous. You've got to be prepared.
Yeah, that's what they teach us in hygiene.
Spill it!
But that would make a mess.
Not that toco, you vacuum brain. The birthday party. I want details. When is it? Tell me, I want details.
But I don't know anything.
I have a way of making you talk. So, how about my birthday party, huh? See? Or I scratch.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Mr. Buffalo. Happy birthday to you. What's with her?
How should I know she's your friend?
Mr. Belvedere, I gotta talk to you. I heard some really good dirt on Billy Padell, and if I use it, I'll win. He's been using really slimy tactics, and it would serve him right. On the other hand, I'd feel bad about beating him that way. I mean, his life has been so tough. But if I don't do something drastic, I'm gonna be dead meat. I guess I should listen to my conscience on this one, huh?
Whatever.
Well, thanks for your advice, Mr. Belvedere. You really helped me out.
I want some pie.
Welcome to our second and final presidential debate. And now, I would like to introduce our candidates. Wesley T. Owens and Billy Podell. And now, for our first question.
Bruce Kingman, Beaver Falls Junior Press. My question is for Billy Padell. Why do you want to be student body president?
Because I want this to be a kinder and gentler school. And I believe this school needs a leader who's trustworthy, not someone who set a record for school detention.
Wesley, you may respond.
You know, my opponent has been questioning my integrity. Well, let me say this about that. I have learned that I only have a year to live. It's true. I have Lou Costello's disease. Oh, forget it. I quit. You won't have Wesley T. Owens to kick around anymore. Hey, what are you doing? Throwing in the towel. Look, you gotta get back to the assembly. Mrs. Bunger's freaking out, and it isn't pretty. Hey, I'm giving you the election. What more do you want? Come on, Owens. Don't be such a wimp. Just leave me alone, okay? You're a wimp and a nerd, and your whole family's a bunch of dweebs. Hey, don't push me, pal. I could have spilled the beans about that stunt you pulled at the school store. Huh? You knew about that? Yeah. So then why didn't you use it? Why, because I'm some poor little kid in a wheelchair that everybody's supposed to feel sorry for? That's what you want, isn't it? No, I want a fair fight. I'm tired of being treated differently. That school I went to is a special school. All those teachers and nurses and counselors hanging all over me. I'm sick of being special. I just want to be a kid. Yeah, well, if it makes you feel any better, I don't think you're so special. That candy scam you pulled, I could have done that in my sleep. I guess it was kind of Bush. No, I'm Bush. You're Dukakis. You know, I could have run for treasurer or something easy. But I wanted to run against you, because you're a legend. Yeah? In fact, you're kind of my idol. Gee. And why'd you dump on me like that? Because I wanted to win. I can live with that. So what do you want to do? Go back in there and roll around the mud like real politicians. So, can I drive you back? Sure. You know what, Billy? If I win, I'm going to name you my chief of staff.
If I win, I'll let you run the school store.
All right.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
Since Wesley's narrow defeat, and he's shown no inclination to return to politics. If he can hold out another 80 years, we may yet avoid Armageddon. And that may be how long I'll have to wait before the Owens celebrate another of my birthdays. Why did they have to choose this one occasion to do exactly as I asked?
Wait a minute. Before you go running off the can, I don't want you to forget to watch Just the 10 of Us. Next.
Sunday at 7, Angela Lansbury stars in Bedknobs and Broomsticks, an ABC movie special. Then Harrison Ford stars in Raiders of the Lost Ark on the Sunday night movie.
Dad's on his annual spring cleaning tear.
So what?
What's your problem?
Women. See, there's this blonde, Melanie Goodman, and she's always staring at me in history. So I sent her a note on a paper plane, but I hit her on the head.
Good move.
Hey, I offered her half of my marshmallow and tuna sandwich.
Wes, the secret to a girl's heart isn't throwing things at her or grossing her out. Show her you can be tender and passionate, romantic.
Well, how do I do that?
Beats the heck out of me.
George, I can't believe you kept all these old Playboys.
Hey, there's some very thought-provoking articles in these.
I can imagine the thoughts they're provoking.
George, give me those.
Well, what's in here? It's a bunch of letters.
Yeah, George, they're mine.
Well, what's so important about these?
Gimme.
Huh?
Give me.
Huh?
Children.
Okay, if you really must know, they're just some old love poems.
From who?
Nobody. Barry Clayton.
That wimp who followed you everywhere before you met me?
He was not a wimp. His poems were sweet and touching, and I'm not going to throw them in the garbage.
Okay, then I will.
Okay, fine.
Hey, those are collector's items.
Yeah, the trash collector.
Whose stupid idea was this spring cleaning anyway?
Yours, George.
Hey, Mom, what you got there?
A recipe for meatloaf.
Yeah, your meatloaf gives us all a good cry.
Well, actually, it's an old love letter.
Oh, Dad wrote you love letters?
No, not exactly.
Huh? Well, then who are they from? Oh, Mom, you're not having an affair, are you?
Relax. They're from a boy who used to have a crush on me, but he was too shy to tell me, so he used to write me these sweet little love poems.
Oh.
Listen. To my muse of loveliness, for whom I'll ever pine, although our lips may never press, our souls will intertwine.
Oh, Mom, that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And it was all for unrequited love?
I'm afraid so.
Well, how come?
Because I met your father.
Sad.
Hey, I'm sorry about the wieners in the hot roller machine. I didn't know you'd take it so hard.
Yes, she's crying over some old love poems.
You mean a bunch of mushy stuff really does that to Mom?
Yeah, Mom and every other woman in the world.
Why not? Never mattered before. Who cares?
Mr. Belvedere, what brings you by?
Actually, I came here to get away from your parents.
It's funny. So did I.
What's with all the keys?
Oh, I inherited them.
Did the building manager die?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's too bad. But now I got his job and I get half my rent off.
But you don't know the difference between a screwdriver and a chainsaw.
Come on. This building's really well constructed. It'll be a walk in the park.
George!
I thought I threw these things out.
These are my private letters.
Well, why are you suddenly so big on privacy?
Me? Why haven't you ever shown me your lodge salute or your secret fraternity yodel?
If he ever does, please don't share them with me.
You still have a thing for this guy?
No. It's just that these are the only things I ever received that are even remotely romantic.
Yeah, I'm always getting you romantic stuff. What about your birthday? I got you the Popeil Pocket Fisherman.
Be still my heart.
Okay, I'll go right out and buy you a dozen roses. Will that make you happy?
No, not if I have to ask for them.
I love roses.
Hey, Mom, how do I look? Just like a man.
Hey, Wes, what are y'all dressed up for?
Nothing special. Just going to the library with Melanie.
Oh, I thought she was giving you the cold shoulder.
Well, I know it's dumb, but when I saw you and Mom sniffling over those old love poems, I thought, what the heck? So I tried to write one myself. I slipped it in Melanie's locker, and she melted like a glob of cheese whiz.
Gee, Wes, love's making you almost human.
If I'm not home by 9:30, tell Mom and Dad not to wait up.
Yes, I'll tell Kevin about your toilet. In the meantime, try the backstroke. What happened to you?
Never clean a light socket with a nail file.
Don't you think you're in a wee bit over your head?
I don't get it. I mean, this used to be a great building. But when Mr. Thomas died, the building died with him. I can't deal with this. Maybe I should move back home.
Now, let's not be hasty. Perhaps I can help you. What you got there, George?
Oh, nothing. Just a poem a friend of mine wrote.
Oh, can I have a look? How do I love thee? Let me see. You are like a slam dunk to me. You're the bat that brings me luck. You're my favorite hockey puck.
Too flowery?
George, your friend is demented.
My friend is me.
No.
Hey, big guy, could you help me out? Maybe write a sonnet or two?
I've already bailed out one Owens today. That's my quota.
Oh, another note from Melanie.
Hey, this isn't for public consumption, okay?
Come on, let me read it. I promise I won't laugh.
Okay, but if you do, don't be surprised if you wake up tomorrow with a mohawk.
You touch my heart like sunshine that warms a winter day. Your smile like the summer breeze can chase the clouds away. Gee, Wes, this is really nice. You're growing up.
Hey, don't get weird on me, huh?
Come on, I'll make you a milkshake.
Okay.
George, did you leave this by my briefcase?
Yeah.
You touch my heart like sunshine that warms a winter day. Your smile, like a summer breeze, can chase the clouds away. Well, honey, this is charming. I didn't know you could be so eloquent.
Well, I It's, well, I mean, you know.
Oh, George. Whoa. Okay, Wes. Do you know what your father just gave me? A hickey?
Wes, why don't you get to school?
Okay. Have fun.
Hey, Marsh, do me a favor. Don't mention any of this stuff to Wes. I don't want him to know his old man's a sentimental slob.
It'll be our secret.
Okay.
It's real life wrestling.
That is the last time I set foot in Mrs. Cicchini's apartment.
Oh, did you have trouble fixing her drain pipe?
No. But every time I bent over the sink, she pinched me on the tush.
Well, you do look pretty cute in your little overalls. Kind of like Junior Samples. By the way, Miss Abaddon in 4F just called. Her shower wall's leaking.
Oh, do you have any grout?
I don't think so, but if you're hungry, I think I have some donuts.
Kevin, grout is the mortar you use to fill in the cracks in the walls.
I knew that. You think I'm stupid?
Anyone who can con me into doing all his work can hardly be called stupid.
Come in.
Hello.
Oh, Mrs. Cicchini. Is there any problem?
I know it's silly, but the cord on my Venetian blinds got tangled, and I have arthritis.
I'll take care of it right away.
Oh, I'm sure you have more important things to do, but if Lynn wouldn't mind.
Well, I think Melanie's gonna like this one. But I need an unbiased opinion. Tell me what you think, Spot. To my only love. The vastness of the ocean, the grandeur of the skies,
Is nothing to the rapture that you capture in your eyes. George, this is even lovelier than yesterday's. It's like you're inspired.
Well, I do get some help from upstairs.
Don't be so modest.
Come on, Marsh, they're just words.
But it's like I'm meeting a whole new you. It makes me look forward to every morning. And evening.
Good evening, Kevin.
Oh, hi, Miss Belvedere. Aren't you a little dressed up to fix Miss Gordon's toilet?
I'm off to a concert. These are for you. They are called tools.
Hey, are you still mad because I had you fix the antenna on the roof?
There was an electrical storm.
So I lent you my umbrella.
Yes, the one with the metal tip. I'm a housekeeper, not a lightning rod. And I'm sick of you taking advantage of my good nature.
All right, look, I'm sorry. You're right, and I've been really, really selfish. I just want to thank you for helping me out. And I hope you'll accept my apology.
Yes, of course I do, and I'm sorry I snapped.
It's just I have a date tonight with this cheerleader, and the heater just broke.
All part of life's festive cavalcade.
Okay, fine. I just hate to think of all those poor, little old ladies who'll freeze to death if I can't fix the heater myself.
All right, Kevin. But this is the last thing I do for you on the planet Earth. And I once had the run of Buckingham Palace. Well, now, what seems to be the trouble? Nice tone. Ah, perhaps it's that loose bolt over there. Can't quite reach it. There we go. Oh, come on, Lynn. Pretend that it's Kevin's nose. That's it. Oh, piddly poop, I'm stuck.
Kevin! Oh, Kevin! Kevin!
Miss Belvedere?
I've been pounding for 3 hours. Where the devil have you been?
On my date, remember? In fact, she's upstairs right now. So I'll see you.
Wait!
Hey, are you stuck?
No, I'm playing hide and seek with the washing machine.
You're really stuck.
For further amusement, try poking me with a sharp stick.
I'm sorry.
So you should be. Kevin!
Okay, I'll get you out. Let's see. 1, 2...
Now, before you do any further damage, get me something to eat. I'm absolutely starving.
Well, sure. Got any change? Okay. Let's see, what'll it be? We got pretzels, Fritos, M&Ms, and Tide. Oh, they're all out of Tide. Hey. Nothing came out. I hate that. Wait a minute, I see something. Got it. Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
I can't get my arm out.
Do you mean to say you're stuck too? There is a God.
Hey, Wes, do you know where Mr. Belvedere is?
No, and I don't care.
What's wrong?
I saw Melanie making out with Moose Magruder in assembly. During the Pledge of Allegiance, no less.
Oh, gee, Wes, I'm sorry.
I can't believe it. Not only is she a tramp, she's a communist.
What are you writing?
My farewell poem. If she's gonna cheat on me, I'm gonna kiss her off real good.
George, didn't you forget something this morning?
Oh, yeah, you're home. I must have left it upstairs. So, Wes, going to school?
That was the plan.
Hey, put the books down. It's a beautiful day. I mean, why don't you go to the zoo?
Huh? You want me to play hooky?
Hey, the zoo's educational. Buy all the popcorn you want.
Okay. You know, there's this 10-speed I've been looking at.
George, I have to go.
Shoot. To my only love. Here you go.
Just like Old Faithful. To my only love. You're a sleazy broad. You're a big fat fraud. You make me want to puke. If I ever write you another sonnet, I'll be sure to spit a booger on it. That's my letter.
Wes, you shouldn't be writing stuff like that about your mom.
What's going on?
Nothing. I mean, well, the things I've been writing you, I sort of borrowed from Wes.
What? You mean I've been swooning over love poems written by my own son? Oh, George, that's sick.
You stole my poems? How could you do something like that?
Yeah, how could you?
Well, I just sort of...
You're in big trouble, mister. Big trouble.
Oh, hi, pal.
Yeah,
Still not talking to your old pop, huh?
I don't know.
I guess you think I'm a real jerk.
Well, on one hand, you invaded my privacy, took advantage of me, and lied to cover it up. On the other hand, sounds like something I would do.
Like son, like father, huh?
Yeah. Except you got caught.
What I don't get is why you wrote the nasty letter. I thought you were in love.
Melanie cheated on me.
Oh, tough break.
But that's what really bugs me. That you were able to score with my poems, but I struck out.
Go figure.
What is it with you?
I don't know. They make us act crazy. But when you find one that's really worth loving, like your mom, well, you learn to play along. You even learn to like it. Someday you'll know what I mean.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, look, pal, I'm sorry for what I did.
That's okay. Listen, Mom made me go to school. Can I go to the zoo tomorrow?
I don't think so.
Then I guess you want your $300 back.
Hey, look, maybe this weekend we'll go check out that 10-speed.
Dad, you're okay.
George.
Hey, I know what you're going to say. I thought you were mad.
You made a total ass of yourself, George. But you did it for me. Well, you may not be Lord Byron, but the message got through.
Hey, Mark's not here. We don't want Belvedere barging in.
Where is he, anyway?
On a tree by the river, a little tomtit sang willow, tit willow, tit willow.
Song.
During the Blitz, we used to get through the air raids by singing Gilbert and Sullivan.
I'd rather be blown to bits than listen to that.
Don't get snippy with me.
Oh, excuse me. I'm stuck here in a vending machine while this gorgeous babe is stranded in my apartment.
Oh, I wouldn't worry. I'm sure she'll find her way back to Bimbo Land.
Now who's getting snippy?
Well, if you hadn't been such a clod, we wouldn't be here in the first place.
Oh, well, if you didn't spend 6 hours in the donut shop every day, we might not be here either.
I will not stand here and be insulted by such a twit.
Well, you don't have much of a choice, do you?
Oh, showing your true colors now, you overgrown brat. All the time I feared Wesley, but no, you lurked like a time bomb, ready to blow up in my face. I have never
I don't want to hear it.
Ah, then hear this. My objects all sublime, my cellular team in time.
Oh, horse is a horse, suck on. Hey, no, you're not I'm right to the horse and ask the horse. We'll give you an answer that's rolling.
Oh, boy, a hoot nanny.
Gee, thank God. Call the fire department. We're stuck.
Really? Oh, dear.
All right, thanks. Claudia, darling, I'm coming.
Come back here, you blackguard!
Oh, Lynn, we don't need him. I can get you out of there.
You can?
Sure. Well, what's the rush?
Anyway, Mrs. Cicchini was able to get me free. But not until she forced me to eat her oysters oregano, while she played Misty on a kazoo. Meanwhile, the love letter scandal has resolved itself, and serenity has descended on the Owens household. To paraphrase the poet, love works in mysterious ways.
fun without a guy. I mean, we'll actually have to watch the movie. Oh, it's a great double feature. Gandhi and Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. I heard one of them even won an Oscar. Okay, I'll go. Great. See you after dinner. All right. Bye, Mr. Boomerang.
Hey, Slick.
Wow, Wes, you're really dressed to kill.
Oh, please don't give him ideas.
Relax, I'm just going bowling.
Oh, yeah? Is Denise going to be there?
Hey, how'd you know about her?
Wes, every morning for the past week, you've spelled her name in your alphabet.
Somebody's got a girlfriend. Somebody's got a girlfriend. Somebody's got
Oh,
a
Lord.
girlfriend.
Please don't let him breed.
Hey, give me a break, will you? It's my first real date. Sort of.
Hey, Wes, want a little tip from the master? When you're bowling, if she happens to get a strike and she jumps up in the air,
Yeah?
don't say, I see London, I see France, I see Denise's underpants.
I'll keep that in mind. Oh, I better get going.
All right, knock him dead, Wes.
Hey. Wait a minute. You're not going anywhere, young man. We just got a call from Grandma Huffnagel.
How could you do it, Wes? Taking pictures of that sweet old lady buck naked in a therapy pool.
They're for a report on growing old in America.
Forget it, pal. You're grounded.
Oh, no, Dad. Any night but tonight.
Well, maybe next time you'll think before you pull a stunt like this.
Boy, I can't believe I got in trouble just for taking this.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rivals, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live a good life yet.
Come on, Marsh. You're always begging me to take you to the theater.
Yeah, but why can't we see Phantom of the Opera or Les Miserables?
What are you going to see?
Raymond Burr in Dancing.
Hey, are you guys taking the Porsche?
Oh, honey. You know we're going to a bad part of town, so we're taking your father's car.
So, Mom, you think I can borrow your car? Me and Ange are going to the drive-in.
I don't think so.
Hey, remember, Belvedere, Wes doesn't leave this house.
Oh, don't worry. I've got some fresh alligators for the moat. I thought you'd been sent to your room.
Mr. Belvedere, it's Saturday night, my first co-ed bowling party, and I'm stuck here with you. Is that fair?
Not to me.
Come on, Mr. Belvedere. You were young once, a long, long time ago. Couldn't you look the other way?
Wesley, I sympathize with your plight, but your father's put his foot down.
Great. Would you let me off the hook for a box of scooter pies?
Good night, Wesley.
I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air.
Pucker up, Denise. There's only a pane of glass between you and the man you love.
Someone made me drop my ducky.
Boy, you don't trust me at all, do you?
Of course I trust you to do exactly the opposite of what you are told. Now get to bed. I'm forever blowing a bubble, pretty bubbles hit the air.
Wesley T. Owens is not whipped yet. Spot, I'm gonna need your help.
Wesley, I brought you a little surprise. Wesley, wouldn't you like some hot cocoa?
Thanks, Mr. Belvedere. I'm really tired, so I'm in bed already. I guess I'll see you in the morning.
Well, my little flea bag. Looks like Wesley didn't teach you to change the battery. The scoundrel hot-wiring my alarm system. I'll bring him back and turn him into soup. Keys. I shall have to take the silly Porsche. I haven't driven one of those since that wild night in London with Joan Collins. Now, which side of the road is it? The left-hand side or the right? Maybe I should call Joan.
Come on, honey. It wasn't that bad.
I wanted to see Raymond Burr dance, not his understudy.
Oh, no. I thought Rod Steiger was really good.
Well, let's go to bed.
Oh, I'll be right up. I just want to go say goodnight to Wolfgang.
Who?
My Porsche.
Hi, Dad. How was the play?
Okay. How's it driving?
Oh, it got rained out, so we went to a bar and picked up sailors.
What?
Dad, I'm kidding. We hung out at Angela's.
She did it! She actually took the Porsche!
Hi, Mom.
Not now. I can't believe that girl. She knows how I love that car. I told her not to take it, but she did. And in the pouring rain, I tell you, when I get my hands on your daughter, I'm good. Heather, you didn't take my Porsche?
No.
Well, if you didn't, who did?
I tell you, Spotty, never trust a woman. Denise kissed up to me, hogged all my French fries, and then left with Pete Raff.
Honey.
Wes. Champ?
Oh, hey, Dad. What time is it?
Better get up. We have to go to the hospital.
Mr. Belvedere's been in a car accident.
You heard anything?
Yeah, the cop said he skidded in the rain and wrapped the Porsche around a tree.
Oh, my God.
All I know is Mr. Belvedere's in critical condition.
Are you the Owens family?
How is he okay?
I know this is hard for all of you, but Mr. Belvedere suffered a closed injury to the head.
Oh, no, a closed injury. My God, a closed injury. What's a closed injury?
Closed means there's no serious fracture. However, he is in a coma. Now, it's possible he could make a full recovery.
Possible?
It's also possible he won't come out of it.
Ever?
I wish I had better news. Are you folks relatives?
He's our housekeeper. He's been with us forever. Well, not forever. It just seems like forever. I mean,
Doctor, can we see him now?
Yes, but just for a minute.
Thank you.
well, I guess we should go on in.
Come on, Wes.
I'm not going. I don't want to see him like that.
It's okay, honey. We understand. morning. So, did you two get any sleep?
Us neither.
I just kept thinking of Mr. Belvedere lying there in that hospital.
Well, I don't get it. Where the hell was he going anyway?
I don't know. How about you, honey? Did he tell you where he was going?
No. He, never said anything about that.
It's funny. I almost expect a big guy to walk in and ask us what we want for breakfast.
Good morning. Now, what would everybody like for breakfast?
I guess I'll whip up something.
That's a frightening notion. What's the matter with everyone? You look like someone died.
Not exactly.
Angela, what are you doing dressed up like the Good Witch of the North?
My name isn't Angela. It's Angel.
Of course, you're Angel and I'm Mr. Birdbath.
No. You're not Mr. Birdbath. Your name is Lynn. Dear, dear Lynn.
Heather, I'm afraid the squirrel's out of the cage again.
I'm afraid they can't hear you or see you.
Oh, what's going on?
Hi, guys.
Hi, Kev. Did you check out the Porsche?
Yeah,
How does it look?
like it just went 10 rounds with Godzilla.
I just can't believe this happened to poor Mr. Belvedere.
Something happened to me?
His condition's the same.
My condition? What condition?
Well, he must have taken a hell of a bang on the head.
Bang on the head. Porsche. Rain.
Is it coming back to you now?
Yes. Wesley, you snuck out. I took the Porsche to get you. That stupid pizza truck cut me off. They never go that fast when I order them.
Honey, what's wrong?
I don't know. I just felt a blast of hot air. I don't feel too good.
Where am I?
Can't you guess?
If I'm with you, it's probably hell.
Actually, it's kind of a waiting room
Waiting for what?
to see if you come out of your coma.
I'm not in a coma. I feel fine.
I'm afraid you're quite ill. See?
Oh, my. Oh, I do look pale. And they say the camera adds 10 pounds.
Cigars, cigarettes, ding dongs. Cigars, cigarettes, ding dong.
Ding dong. Thank you. I could learn to like this place.
I knew you'd come around.
Wait a minute, what am I saying? I don't want to die, especially not in Beaver Falls. I've been through the Blitz, frostbite, even cannibals. But I'll be damned if I'll be done in because Wesley disobeyed my orders. Sorry about the damned part.
Well, if you can prove your presence on Earth is essential to another life, you might get off on a technicality.
Of course I'm essential. You never saw the Owens before I got there. And I can't imagine what they'd be like if I were gone. Maybe I can.
Hey, close the door, will you? There's a draft.
So did you look for work today?
Why should I? You got 3 jobs.
I'm out of here.
Where are you going?
The fleet's in. I'm going to the dock.
Say hello to all the guys over at the tattoo parlor.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. We're home from prison.
Hey, champ.
10 years in solitary, and that's all I get?
I hope you at least learned to trade this time.
Sure did. In fact, I made something for you.
One old bag. He sure got you, Pegmark.
Aren't you flattering yourself just a teensy-weensy bit?
Not at all. Now, if you'll just point me to the door.
Not so fast, dear, dear Lynn. That was just your version. Now let's see what the Owens family is really doing.
Well, that must be your mom.
Yeah, and she's driving a beat-up old bug.
Hey, what's with the car, Marsh?
Like it?
Well, what about the Porsche?
Oh, I sold it.
Huh?
Why?
Because it represented everything that was wrong with my life. Everything that was stupid and pointless. It's just, I stopped by the hospital today to see Mr. Belvedere. And I started talking to this poor family in the waiting room. They were having a problem with their medical insurance. They were desperate. They couldn't afford a lawyer. And I solved the problem. And then it hit me. I mean, why I've been studying law all those years was to help people. So I quit my dumb singing waitress job and got myself hired at Legal Aid.
That's great, Marsh.
Congratulations.
So what are they paying you?
Oh, a little less than my tips at the diner.
Well, that's great. My wife becomes a lawyer, and I end up losing money on the deal.
They don't even miss me.
Of course they do. They're simply getting on with their own lives while waiting for a decision on yours.
Am I still lying in that dreary hospital?
There you are. Snuggy as a buggy in a ruggy.
Oh, look. There's the get well card. Get well, we can't make it without you. There, you see. My presence is essential.
It's signed Donut World.
Oh, piddly poop.
Take heart, dear, dear Lynn.
Just for once. Couldn't you call me Mr. Boxer Shorts?
Hey, Westman.
Are you coming with us to see Mr. Belvedere?
No, I've got homework.
Don't you think he would like it if you were there with him?
I don't know.
Look, pal. I know this may be hard on you, but there might be something you want to say to Mr. Belvedere. Just in case.
Just in case what?
Well, I mean, there's a chance he might not make it.
I don't want to hear this.
Hey, Wes, you okay?
Just leave me alone, will you?
Wes, what's with you anyway? Why won't you ever go to the hospital?
I just don't want him to get off my case.
No, you've been acting really weird ever since all this stuff happened.
So?
So I know you. There's something going on.
Ask him about his bowling game.
Hey, you went bowling that night, didn't you?
Huh?
You snuck out and Mr. Belvedere took Mom's car to look for you. Right?
All right, it's all my fault. Because of me, Mr. Belvedere wrapped the car around a tree, and now he's laying in the hospital in a coma.
Well, don't you think you should tell Mom and Dad?
Why? It's not going to help Mr. Belvedere.
Wesley, it's up to you to do the decent thing. You would look awfully good on my record up there.
You're not a little kid anymore, Wes. It's about time you start taking responsibility for all the rotten stuff you do.
Forget it. Just leave me alone.
Apparently, I didn't change him that much after all.
Anything new?
We're still waiting to see the doctor.
What's that, Dad?
A box of ding-dongs, just in case the big guy wakes up.
Hey, Doc, what's going on?
Been a change in his condition?
Yes, and I'm afraid it's not good. His blood pressure has dropped. This is just a non-scientific observation, but he doesn't seem to be fighting this thing as hard as he was. It's like he doesn't care anymore.
Oh, honey, I'm so glad you came.
Don't be too sure.
What do you mean, pal?
I know where Mr. Belvedere was going when he had his accident.
Where?
To the bowling alley. To get me. I snuck out.
You what?
I'm sorry, everybody, and I know you all hate me. But I have to see Mr. Belvedere alone before you do whatever you're gonna do to me. Hi, Mr. Belvedere. Boy, I really screwed up this time. Usually I'd come to you and you'd call me an obnoxious twit and we'd both feel better. But not now. Can't believe you're just lying here like this. Because of me. Because you cared about me. If I told you this some other time, you'd probably laugh or make fun of me. But you're my best friend. I know you don't believe it because I act like such a creep. But I don't know what I'd do without you. I'm scared, Mr. Belvedere. I'm so sorry. Please come back. I love you.
Wesley, you're standing on my tube.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
It's been a week since I officially rejoined the world of the living. My doctor has given me a clean bill of health and told me I may return to my daily routine with a vengeance. Wesley T. Owens, the party's over. Come in. Hello, dear.
Hi, look who I brought. How are you feeling, Mr. Brontosaurus?
Heavenly.
At 8, the Impossible Missions Force uses voodoo tactics to break up a Louisiana kidnap ring on Mission Impossible. Then a government sting operation falls apart on A Man Called Hawk.